bone saw is ready.
Bone saw's ready.
And that is
Sometimes during dialogue, Saga will be inexplicably eating a sandwich, but that's beside the point.
that is the first thing that's going to be on the recording,
That,
and I
you
love
know,
that for us,
honestly,
honestly.
I think that's very in character for Saga, because she would be eating a sandwich.
Yeah, that checks out.
I found this.
Yeah, I found
In
it.
someone's room.
Yeah, that checks out. I
Just
agree.
on the ground in the Feywild.
Yep, I found a sandwich. I'm eating it.
Found this sandwich in my pocket. I'm just going to eat it.
I would just like to remind.
I need to
Okay,
remember,
all right.
remember Zell's voice.
Okay. So,
Pork.
we're having a time. We're having a time today.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. So, it has been several weeks. Does anyone remember what happened last time?
Suits of Armors kicked our butts.
No, it didn't.
Oh, well, they kicked my butt.
No.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
just
much,
my butt, really.
It was
Yeah.
mostly Saga's butt. They got kicked.
Lucas ran in and tried to hit it, and then the fight was over.
But do you want to be
I
more
think I had
specific?
like 4 hit points.
You want to be more specific about what led up to the butt kicking and what was after?
We
We
went
went through the tunnel of trauma.
we went back through the tunnel of trauma and had a couple more visions. Does anybody remember anything?
Not a fucking
Poignant?
baby. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit.
Pretty big one.
Yeah.
That's the one I remember.
I feel as though everyone has been outraged enough for me on this, so I'll continue to eat my sandwich.
Then we returned to the guy on the flower. Or was it a mushroom?
It was a flower. It was a flower.
It's a flower. Okay.
This
Robin, right?
game, Robin, you are correct. Robin. This game has a lot of flowers in it.
Brave
Yeah.
the Robin.
Sir Robin.
Yeah, and it wilted, so he could leave, and then he took us to Senechel's house, right?
Yes.
We went in through the kitchen because our goal was to piss off the chef
Yes.
and cause a little chaos.
I think we did splendidly.
We did, yeah. We came at it from 3 different angles, and he was angry, and there was chaos.
I think there was a moment where Zell tripped him into a pile of grease.
Into a grease that I think.
Or someone.
I greased the
you.
floor.
Yeah, grease that
Yeah,
Saga had just
Zell
put down.
threw him down. Lucas criticized his cooking technique.
Yeah, I condescended him and said he needed to change everything he was doing.
And it worked, which was very funny.
Yeah.
I think the DC was actually pretty high, and you rolled really well.
Yeah.
I will say, if an 8-foot tall cow woman threw me on the ground and said "fuck you," I'd probably just cry.
Honestly.
I also kind of want it to happen, though.
You
I wasn't gonna say
would. You would.
Captain would. Yeah.
That is.
Anyway.
Okay. Moo.
I think after that, we left the kitchen, and I think we were transported again to like a deeper part of the house, or a different
Yes.
part of the house, because I think that was our reward for having
You were indeed.
done the kitchen thing.
You were indeed. Well, because Puck basically was like, are you, like, do you know where you're going? Do you want to do me another favor so you can know where you're going?
Yeah. Something like that, yeah. And then we ended up in a hallway, large hallway with some suits of armor. There's a big door that went off to the side with another 2 doors that led to rooms that ended up being Seneschal and her sister's bedrooms.
Yes, correct. Ansel is her sister.
Ansel. I almost said fucking Posey.
Reminding me of the name. Yeah, Ansel and Seneschal, their bedrooms. Tavar and Lucas went to explore Seneschal's room, and Greg went to go explore Ansel's room, while Zell and I'm trying to remember all these names. It's been a little bit.
Saga.
Zell and Saga, yeah. Okay.
Saga.
Saga. We're just out in the hallway, and ended up poking at some suits of armor that did come to life. But while we were, while Tavar and Lucas were in Senechal's room, we did find some information about like a guest list of people who were going to be there, including what, like the Bright Queen or something? Or no, that's the wrong thing.
Close,
That's the wrong thing.
close. That's the wrong thing, but close.
Someone important.
Titania.
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 Queen
Right.
of Queen of
Bright
the.
Queen is from CR, right?
You are.
Yeah.
I mean,
From,
honestly,
Drow.
it seems like, yeah, she's the Drow queen in Exandria,
Okay.
but also like it's pretty funny
Apologies.
because honestly, like I feel like Titania, Bright Queen would not be a terrible like moniker for Titania anyway because she's the Summer
Right.
Court leader.
I know, right?
It's kind of
Anyway,
weird that Bright Queen is what they call the Drow. Anyway.
We laughed at your mistake with benign humor.
While we were in there, we also found that somebody else was snooping around inside the room. They were invisible, though, and we made an effort to try and find them, but fruitlessly. And we were alerted to the fight that was going on in the outer hallway, so we kind of left the room. But Lucas kind of made a plea to, like, hey, we'll help you if you help us, sort of a thing. Like, we're not here to mess with whatever you're doing. Anyway, then we ran out. I think Greg as well ran out. I'm not sure if he found anything particularly of note in Ansel's room, other than that he saw that there was a bunch of flowers. And,
Yeah, I think there was a book on alchemy that he then handed to Saga.
Right.
That was about it.
That Saga now has. Saga
I'd
also
say
stole a bunch of shit.
The one thing we noticed was that there was another bed within Senechal's room,
Correct.
and indications that Flower was sleeping there and not Ansel's room, but she's helping Ansel, which is weird.
I don't know if we have all the pieces there.
I'm
Probably
pretty sure
not.
we
No, there's
don't.
some weird. There's a million things called Flower, and we're trying to find Flower.
Yeah, we put together that Flower was Nightshade, Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we fought a bunch of suits of armor. We won. Some people got a little beat up, but not
Me.
too bad. Not worth.
It was me.
Not worth a long rest. It was Saga.
Today I learned I'm not worth a long rest.
After the fight, the creature
Maybe
that Tavar and Lucas had sort of encountered made himself known, and just pretty much said that he's also looking for this flower, I think. I don't think we made any deals with that guy.
You did
It was
not.
just kind of... Did we?
You did. You did make
Emily
a deal.
would know.
You did make a deal.
Oh,
The deal was, I should have actually looked this up so I knew exactly the wording. But the deal was basically, you don't tell anyone that I'm here. That I was
Oh.
here.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do.
Who?
I default to apathy. It's fine.
Forget I talked about this guy, and we'll just move on.
Yeah, your secret is safe with my indifference.
Yeah. But he did tell us that the flower that we are seeking can grant a wish to whoever gets it, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of non-specific as to...
It can, well,
How
you know
best?
that it can grant one wish per
Yes.
the wish spell, and then it immediately disintegrates.
But how that works, I don't know. Maybe other people do. What else? After that, I guess he left, and we went to go check out the rest of Ansel's room.
There's a hole in the floor.
Poke
think.
around in there.
Like a mirror type deal.
Yes, I think it was a circle of mushrooms or something.
It was.
Berry circle. That would allow people to look at anybody, I guess, if you said their name.
Yeah, it was basically a scrying pool.
Anybody, anywhere, any plane.
Except Seneschal.
Except, well, yeah, unless the person has probably some
Protections?
sort of block. for that.
But we looked at Titania, and she could see us, and then I think Saga.
She
I
was
think
like, wait.
Titania let us see her, and she just wanted to say hi because she stared right at you and was like, "What's up?"
So we found that if you have seen visibility up of some capacity, you can see the thing looking at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That be how it be.
I see.
Me too.
Ooby dooby doo.
Lucas saw his son. I think some other people. We saw several different various people.
Greg saw
Greg,
his...
the GF, was cheating on him.
Right. His
Yeah.
wife, I think, right? Or is
I
it-
think they were engaged, maybe.
Yeah, just engaged.
Okay.
That's like barely. That doesn't really mean anything.
Not
you know?
as bad.
Really. She moved
Um,
on.
Yeah,
Done.
she sure fucking did.
Yep.
Really waited for the dust to settle on that.
Sorry, G.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years.
Mm.
Yeah.
One.
And Greg's just like, she misses me. She's waiting for me. And she's like, nah, bruh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Emotional damage.
I remember that specifically because Tavar was like, "Oh, my father." Uh,
And then you found out your dad was cheating on you, and it was crazy.
You're my real son.
He found a new son. He moved on.
Yep. Don't blame him.
Aside from all that, what else? Is there anything else?
We went to the party, and we found the flower in someone's hair.
Yes, right at the end, there was a little. We did kind of walk into the party. I do want to have a little scene with Tavar and Lucas right before we walk in.
Lucas.
Absolutely.
But other than that, is there anything else?
If you want,
Lucas?
we can kind of. I'm not going to switch the map, but we can say that you're still kind of in that other place where you were to have that.
I was going to be more like just as we're going to walk towards the door that enters into the party.
Okay.
Lucas will just catch Tavar sort of by the arm, and just be like, "Tavar, may I speak with you for a moment?"
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Oh, music, okay.
Sorry.
You-
Carry on.
You... Good?
Yep.
Okay. You seem calm. I'm feeling unbalanced. How do you stay so calm?
That's it's a very hard question to answer.
He's sort of fiddling with.
I suppose.
Sorry, continue.
I suppose the best way to stay calm is to. This is very hard to put it. Move your thoughts to acceptance of where we're at. Sooner you accept what kind of situation we're in, the clearer your head will be. We're in a bit of a predicament right now,
Yes.
and we need to find a way to get out of it. So as soon as we accept that we need to go with the flow and go with whatever societal norms here, then the quicker we'll find a solution.
He's been kind of fiddling with the symbol of the Dawn Father. It's on his wrist. Go with the flow.
Devar nods.
I tried praying to the Dawn Father for guidance, but I don't think he can hear me here. I did not feel any grace or peace. This place taunts me with visions of my wife, Ada. Tavar. He like reaches out and grabs your shoulders a little bit, and he looks like a little frantic. He's kind of like shaking. Tavar, that was the first time I've ever seen my son.
Tavar doesn't really show emotion too much. He's kind of got the equivalent of a resting bitch face. But his brows furrow in kind of a concerned for a friend sort of way. I saw the vision, and while I can't say anything that will help, know that the rest of us saw something too. Even me. Even though the tunnel did not show it, I got visions as well.
Yes.
But maybe we can do something about that. Maybe we can, well, these powerful beings here seem to have the power to uphold favors. And one of those favors, maybe we can justify or get one of them to do a favor for you.
And we are... What about this wish?
This what?
The wish, the flower.
The Vish.
The wish. The wish.
The Vish. The Vish.
Sometimes,
Listen to me, you fish.
sometimes your accent just comes
Son of a
out
bitch.
very, very, very strong. I think, well, first we need to get out of here. I don't know if this wish can help us all out, but maybe we can find a way that it can.
All right.
But like I said, we need to go with the flow for now, until we can get our hands on that flower. Don't worry. And he'll pat you on the shoulder, on the side of the arm. We'll get through this.
Okay.
And the Moonweaver is on my side, so I wouldn't put it too far beyond the Dawnfather to be on yours right now. Just have faith.
Does the Moonweaver hear you? Here?
Sometimes. I haven't tried here, but I know she's close. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the power to cast any spells if she wasn't.
Tavar,
So even though you can't hear the Dawnfather, know that he's close.
Tavar, make me a perception check.
Okay.
The Moonweaver's right behind you.
Dirty 20.
Been in the room the whole time.
The Moonweaver was inside us all along.
The Moonweaver needs to ask for consent first.
Whoa. Whoa.
I feel really weird about this next thing I'm gonna say.
I do.
Also, I'm trying to talk faster for Tavar.
We do. We adore your effort.
As you kind of speak about your goddess and invoke her name and kind of restate your clear belief that she is with you and that she is close, you feel it's not really like, it's like the hairs not quite on the back of your neck but kind of like closer to sort of the bottom of the scalp. They seem to like ruffle a little bit as if in a really cool twilight breeze.
I don't think he'll say anything about it, but he'll just kind of make a mental note, and the feeling of comfort comes over his mind as this happens.
I will also say that something that direct is rare. Especially, like, you grew up kind of so far away, like, even on the prime material, kind of farther away, and you've felt comfort before, but it hasn't really been physical in that way, and that's strange.
Okay.
Lucas will straighten his hat. And, all right. Let's go to this party with a bunch of magical creatures.
I think taking that feeling, he will channel it through to Lucas in a guidance.
Aww.
So
Oh, nice.
for the next minute, whatever roll we have to make.
Whatever happens, happens.
Okay. I'd like to say that maybe that gives him a little bit of calm transfer over or something.
I hope so, poor guy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And we enter the party.
were you saying, Lucas, that you want to do something with Greg too, or is that
No, nothing with Greg.
Oh, okay.
Just Tavar.
Okay, just Tavar. Okay. So.
Poor Greg.
Greg who?
Sorry, Greg.
Greg's just chilling.
Unburdened, unbothered, moisturized, just chilling.
A deeply moisturized
Why
goblin.
did you have to say that?
A deeply moisturized goblin.
I just wanted it to be a quick conversation, like right before we entered
Super
the party.
fair.
So,
Super fair.
yeah.
So, you enter the party. And you see, we can all see on the map, I imagine, this brilliant, sun-washed ballroom. And it's not as clear on the map, but like there's more flowers around. There is. I couldn't draw things, but imagine around. Okay, I don't know if I can ping without my mouse. I don't think I can. That's annoying. In about the center. So like after you get this kind of like this window that you see, but kind of like up a little bit up from there. There is just a giant fucking banquet table just laden with all kinds of food. It is very much a party. You see, you can see some tokens that are highlighted here. I didn't have the wherewithal to like make a bunch of random NPCs that you couldn't talk to just sort of fill the space. But rest assured, there are many, many Fae of many kinds in this space. There's a ladrin all over the place. There's a bunch of little pixies. There's like all kinds of Fae kind of like floating hither and yon. Some of them seem like they're kind of like some satyrs that seem kind of more like they're doing service for the party and like whisking things away and bringing things together. But it is a large ballroom. And I do want to just remind us where we left off last time. One of you did, there was a good perception check, and up here, way at the front, is Seneschal. You kind of recognize her from the description, and there is the most beautiful flower you have ever seen, kind of knitted into her hair amidst a weave of looks looks like maybe not quite ropes, but like
Oops.
yeah, they're with like ties. There, and it's woven very beautifully into her hair.
Gotta kill her.
It looks it looks different for all of you, but there are elements of purple in all of it. So it's like if you want to tell me what you think the flower would look like to your character, you're welcome to. But it is a beautiful, like it is one of those, you know it when you see it, like, oh, that's it, that's the flower.
I feel like to Greg, it would look like the flower in the mushroom circle.
Yeah, the flower
He
that
was
he
turned into a goblin.
stole from Seneschal. That makes a lot of sense. From Anisil. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But it's
For
like,
Saga, it looks like every flower she's ever seen combined. It like changes like during like when you look at those pictures and you look at them at different angles and it's a completely different picture when you just tilt your head.
Yeah.
It's like it's cycling through every
It looks,
flower because she has a pretty strong database of flowers to pick from.
That's awesome.
To Zhao, I think it looks like meadowsweet. This very almost like a bunch of tiny little flowers clumped together with buds beneath them, but they're in vibrant different shades of purple.
Beautiful.
And when Zell sees it, she is like tempted to remember something that she can't. She feels nostalgic.
Love that. Oh, excellent.
Cute.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, I didn't know what the fuck that was.
I love
Because
meadowsweet.
unlike Saga, I don't know a goddamn thing about flowers.
I love that choice, Echo. I love meadowsweet in real life.
Thank you.
Any other flower ideas from people?
I think for Lucas, it looks like a simple sunflower, but it's purple.
It can also just have some like purple. It doesn't have to all be purple. It can have some like purple edges or something like that.
I mean, a purple sunflower sounds cool though.
Doesn't
It does.
Yeah. But yeah, sunflower.
Yes.
I think for Tavar, it's a queen of the night flower.
That makes a lot of sense for Tavar. Absolutely. So you have found your quarry. This flower that is supposed to be returned to Ansel. However, there is a party going on. There are Eladrin kind of like dancing up here. Sorry, I can't ping it. This is frustrating. But like up kind of like closer to that like dais area and down around there. There's people dancing. There's people talking. There's like some music seems to sort of filter in from a place that you're not totally sure of. It is a lovely party.
Do we see Robin?
Yes.
Braves to Robin.
You indeed.
Braves to Robin.
You indeed see Robin. The last time that you saw Robin, he was. You saw him in the scrying pool, and he was like hanging upside down from some rafters. This time, I think it would require a perception check, like at some. But you would all eventually see him, like to see him immediately. But you would all eventually see him at some point. He is indeed still floating around in the rafters. With his little fairy wings, and it seems like it's not totally clear what he's doing. He's maybe like putting some stuff like up on the rafters, and it's not clear if he's like setting traps or just like hanging out up there.
Shit.
He's doing some shit. He's getting into some trouble, as he is wont to do.
Well then,
Sneaky little guy.
Sneaky
Have
little
we
guy.
been noticed? I mean, did everybody look at us? As we came in?
Good question. So you come in, well, I imagine you're not stealthing as you go into this party.
No.
And even if you were, it would be pretty difficult to miss the elk and the rider.
Zell looks like she's daring anybody to tell her he can't be here.
Yeah,
You're like Tywin walking into the throne room.
Yeah. So
It's my emotional support elk.
you clip clop into this party, and for a moment, it kind of seems like nothing like stills, like nothing really seems to slow down. You do get some looks, and I think by the time you get to about where you are on the map right now, Zell, a sweeping Eladrin that is this in kind of like summer court regalia and is wearing a little bit of armor, and seems not quite like a guard, but like more kind of he seems like regal and kind of more like it's unclear if it's unclear if he's here to like defend the party or like defend someone. Doesn't seem like quite if it's like a knight sort of thing or if it's a I was hired sort of thing. He kind of walks very casually up to you and tilts his head and says, "Hello there. That's an interesting choice of beast."
It shows me.
Huh. Did he now?
Aye.
He looks around at the rest of you. What are y'all doing as you kind of enter this party? You just kind of clumped together?
Just kind of, Tavara would be just looking around at everybody here and kind of getting a sense of like the mood of the room, I guess.
Vibe check.
Vibe check?
Yeah, vibe check.
Sure, you can
Yeah.
do an insight check on the room. Sure.
Natural 1 for a 9.
You're pretty sure that
You're in a room?
You're pretty sure that this is like a murder party? No. You like it. The vibes. Let's see. What would you get from a 1? I mean, I guess the vibes would feel off.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's a natural 1 though. Like I think the vibes would feel less than pleasant. You're suspicious of something, but you're not totally sure what you're suspicious of.
Mm-hmm.
Just me at every party.
Especially of this golden guy.
Yeah, you feel some social anxiety.
Zell is similarly suspicious of this guy.
That's fair.
I think Lucas would be looking to see if this is a guard. He has weaponry on him.
He does indeed. He does have weapon. He has a longsword on his hip and a bow on his back.
So
And he's
how
in
many
some armor.
other guard type or looks like dangerous type people might be in this room?
Good question. You can. I mean, it is a big room, but you can totally roll perception about it.
I mean, to the best of Lucas's knowledge, anyway.
Lucas
for
is
a
a
bunch of
fighter.
fake creatures.
Lucas is a fighter that is well trained in the ways of battle. So this seems like a very
I rolled a 21
Good.
on perception.
okay. You notice that there are a few other Eladrin, and you notice that they all seem to be summer Eladrin. You notice that there are like kind of various flavors of Eladrin. They are usually like they're elf-like. Some of them have wings and some of them don't. This one particularly, this particular one that is facing you doesn't. And it seems like they particularly, not all of the summer Eladrin, but some of them do seem to have some weaponry on them. They have kind of similar armor. You don't know exactly what that means, if that's like a uniform or if it's a bodyguard thing or what, but you do notice that some of the Eladrin have weapons. You notice also that like some of the like little pixie people are kind of brandishing little tiny like rapier like look kind of like
Toothpicks.
pins at each other.
Excellent.
But it's unclear.
Hors d'oeuvre skewers.
Like one of yeah like one like there's a pair of them in fact that are like currently doing epic battle over the food table.
Good.
One of them has just speared an olive. But
Do any of them look oddly moth-like and have a pangolin near them?
no, indeed not.
Dude, yes,
Um,
though.
Uh,
Weirdest cameo ever.
there is unfortunately no pangolins in this room.
There is a serious lacking of pangolins at this party.
serious lack of pangolins. Truly an F minus party for this reason. But so you do see like it seems like there are some weapons sometimes, mostly on these Eladrin.
Okay. I mean, you'd clock that.
Yep.
Just looking for
Can I
death.
tell you what Saga's doing?
What is Saga doing?
She's gone to a table with beverages on it, and she's picking up each individual drink and sniffing it, and then putting it back, and sniffing the next one, and then
That's
putting it back.
very funny. Okay, so
Just trying to gauge what they are, because I think she's heard enough about the Fae to know that you're not supposed to eat whatever
Yeah.
they give you.
we will say that this table to the left of you right now it can be full of various drinks of most
This one?
kinds. Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry, my lack of
she's
pinning
just
is
going
annoying.
through each and every one of them, trying to figure out what it is, what's in them.
Cool. There are some there's like a satyr nearby you that is giving you like serious side eye about this behavior, but is not going to like
Well,
stop
She
you.
would look at the satyr and
Side-eye.
say, "What? You've never seen a connoisseur of drinks before? They're supposed to smell their bouquet."
The satyr looks to the left of him where there is literally a bouquet next to you, like
No,
over here.
not that kind of bouquet.
And raises an eyebrow at you.
Half the experience of taking a drink is smelling it first. You learn that here first.
He looks you up and down. As you
Hey, keep
say,
your eyes to yourself. She's gonna walk off.
As you say,
Can this please be a persuasion check?
To persuade him how to properly drink.
Yeah. I just want to see a satyr walking around sniffing drinks all day.
Sure. If absolutely. I will. Here's the
Okay.
question though: are you trying to persuade him, or it seems like you're maybe trying to deceive him?
Well, I rolled a 2, so
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's a 4
Whatever
total.
he's trying to do, it ain't going well.
And it's not working. Whatever I'm trying to do, it's not working.
He sniffs snootily and says, "As you say, ma'am," and kind of clip clops in a different
He
direction.
just mutters under her breath, "At least I have feet."
Is that racist?
Wow.
I
I
feel
don't know.
like
And then
that's
she,
kind
and she
of
looks at Zell and she kind of like, oops.
That's bullshit.
Wait, does Zell have feet or does she have feet?
Zell has feet.
Okay, well then she looks at Tag and she's like,
Mm.
sorry.
Tag looks at you and you hear.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. That wasn't right of me.
Okay.
All right, if this guy is just standing next to us,
Just a little linger.
I think.
Oh,
Greg
hang on.
would,
Wait, hang on. As soon as you get there, Tavar, make me a wisdom save, please.
Oh,
oh, yes.
Classic.
you're good at those, right?
Yes.
Not when I roll a 2.
Oh,
for a 10.
Okay.
interesting.
Today.
Okay. You feel a kind of prickle come over you, and you watch this. The Eladrin kind of turns his head, not unkindly, toward you, and is giving you this kind of assessing glance, and you feel your willpower, kind of like it's not that you like are drunk or anything, but you feel this like clear. You feel very compelled, not as like a charm effect, but you feel compelled to like be truthful with this person.
Gross.
You really
Mhm.
you want to just tell him that you don't, and not to say that you have to tell him anything, but you feel like you should tell him the truth.
I think Tavar would stop and then just kind of like turn his head at the Eladrin and like squint a little bit and wait for him to speak first because he's not going to speak first.
Okay. The Eladrin like kind of clocks this behavior, and nods, and says, "Hold, friend. You seem to have stumbled into my aura. The rest of you, if you do not wish to feel compelled to be truthful, I recommend that you do not get too close."
Greg will take a step back instinctively.
Zell doesn't move.
Saga has her nose in a wine glass and she says, "What?"
Lucas just stand there as well.
The Eladrin says, "You seem a bit out of place here. But I imagine that that's for a reason. However, you should know, and he looks kind of from one to the other of you and then specifically looks at you, Zell, and then kind of down at Tyke. Weapons are generally something that are only allowed when you have earned them in this space. All of us here have proven our loyalty and that we will not bring those to harm that do not deserve harm. But you have not.
So you say, but I've earned my spear through a lifetime of strife. Your values here I don't care.
Well, respectfully, you are here, and our values apply to you.
Not by choice.
Nevertheless, you are here.
Unfortunately, aye.
So, if you wish to keep your weapons, you are welcome to face a challenge for them.
Name your challenge.
Certainly, if you prefer me as your opponent.
Matters not to me.
He looks at the rest of you.
Is this a one-on-one kind of deal?
He kind of sizes you up.
I'm very short.
It depends on what you wish for. Those of you that wish to keep your weapons, I would recommend all participating in the challenge unless you prefer to keep them elsewhere.
Counts as a weapon. Does it have to be pointy?
Anything that can do significant harm to another creature.
I mean, I could choke on this hors d'oeuvre right now.
Anything that could do significant intentional harm.
I could shove it down your throat, too.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, anything is a weapon if you're, you mean it.
He looks...
She does have a point.
He looks kind of amused by this, actually.
Well, sir, we've been told that Seneschal would like to possibly meet us since we're not from this plane.
Ah.
And I suppose, or would assume, that Seneschal herself would like us with all of our regalia.
You've been invited by Lady Seneschal?
We've been told that we would be interesting guests.
Good answer. I say out of character.
That is not the same as invited.
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Roll me deception.
I mean, it would be surprising.
Two?
He frowns disapprovingly at you, Greg. I see. I believe that you would make interesting guests, knowing what I know of Our Lady. However, guests that appear without any alert, without any clear purpose other than to speak to the very busy hostess with weaponry. That seems strange to me.
We technically have been invited by Robin, right?
You technically have. Yes, you have.
If you wish to see that our invitations are apparent, speak with him, and he'll look at Robin up in the rafters.
He looks up at Robin and sighs and shakes his head. All right. I can bring you to the front to see Seneschal in my presence. But if you wish to keep your weapons after, there will be a contest.
You never named your challenge.
Is it not obvious that I would fight you?
Oh, is that all?
Well, and my mount. You're not the only one.
What about your mouth?
So a joust.
Oh, mount. Sorry.
Oh,
Go on.
It need not necessarily be a joust. But you won't be in any particular danger. Other than some bruising.
Zell leans a little to the side, propping her elbow up on her armor and against her chin. She looks bored.
Fun. Take us to see Seneschal?
The Eladrin nods and sweeps closer to the front of the table of the hall. You do. I'm sorry that I don't have a thing to mark it on the map, but you do have. There is, by about the time you get to. Can you see this little blue box?
Yes.
The blue box is like this food table. And as you pass this food table, the smells are just deeply, deeply incredible. And as you pass this food table, all of you recognize a food that makes you nostalgic from your own childhood or past or something like that. The food is eerily delicious specifically to you. So if you want, you can let me know what the food looks like.
Well, I guess I'll go first. It's for sure mushroom based because
Totally,
Underdark.
100%.
It's probably like a portobello sliced like steak, but they're really big.
Oh, that
and then
sounds
grilled. So it's as if you had a flank of beef, but it's solid mushroom.
Love that.
Yeah.
Very hearty.
And she's like, oh,
very dwarven.
my mom made that.
I'm just thinking eggplant parmesan right now.
Love that. That seems Shatterkai somehow. Yeah.
Shatterkai.
I think for Zell it would be a black pudding.
Cool.
Oh.
Blood. Ah, yes. Ooh. You are one murderous furbolg.
Zell.
Yes. Greg sees freshly baked bread with steam coming off.
Freshly baked bread. Yep. Lucas?
I think just again something simple like lamb and some roasted vegetables.
For flavor.
Lamb schnitzel.
Lamb and roasted vegetables. You
schnitzel.
also see Lucas, you also see a very familiar pie on the table.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no.
Are there drinks on this table?
There are totally drinks on this table.
Okay, he just takes a glass of whatever and just downs it fully.
Oh wait, I haven't sipped that one. All right.
Seems good to me.
Okay.
Well, you're trapped here forever.
Make me a con save.
Con save,
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Okay, Constitution. Yeah, it's 21.
21? Okay. You feel a giddy euphoria spread through you. Giddy euphoria spread through you. And you feel kind of like you need to laugh, but you don't have to laugh. But you kind of want to a little bit. And make a note. You have disadvantage on charm saves for the rest of the day.
Okay. Cool.
Of all the things to drink, and all the places to drink it.
Whatever.
But it's a really in character moment. I like it a lot. Zell, you also notice on the table there's it's like a meat pie looking thing. It looks like kind of like a pierogi almost, like kind
Yum.
of folded over. And there is a moment that you're like, I've never eaten this before, and then you really feel nostalgic and absolutely have eaten this before.
She furrows her brow. Why does this place know more about me than I do?
Because the face bullshit.
I think Elion, or the Eladrin, his name is Elion, you'll find that out eventually. Sorry. He is staying very specifically a couple of steps ahead of you. And so you don't kind of accidentally wander into his weird aura. And as you say that, Zell, he kind of looks behind him and says, "Did you make a deal with someone?"
No. I did not.
He raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything. So, you pass the table of intriguing treats, and you end up here at the very beginning, at the head of the kind of ballroom area, party area, and there is Senshell. She is happy. She looks, actually, even though the kind of, there's like this sort of summer Eladrin vibe to this, she looks more kind of like she's decked out in this. She looks very much like a spring fae right now. She is an Eladrin. She does have wings. And she's in this like beautiful kind of like gold and green ball gown that looks like there's a little bit of like floweriness in it, but it also has like a strange kind of like medieval corset vibe a little bit, that kind of matches that weird aesthetic you found in her room. And she just is like laughing and talking and seems to be like very engaged with her guests and is very excitable. And the Eladrin that is leading you just sort of like is very patiently sort of waiting for her to notice y'all. And it does take a couple seconds unless you do anything about it. But she does eventually like look in this Eladrin's direction and says, "Elion! Oh, you're right here. Oh, I'm just gonna," and Elion like nods. And she looks and she sees all of you and she goes, "Oh my gosh, are you from the material plane? Is this a present for me? Is this a present? Elion, did you bring me a present? Flower. And immediately, as if summoned by her name, Flower appears.
I don't trust you, Flower.
Beside Seneschal, and looks just for like half a second a little bit like disoriented, for having been poofed, and kind of like looks at the ballroom, and you can, if you want, anyone can roll me insight to kind of see what there's kind of an expression that passes over her face. But she looks around and says, "Yes, lady?" And Seneschal looks at her impatiently and says, "Did you orchestrate this present?" And looks hopefully at all of you.
Rolled a 14 on insight.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
My +8.
With a
Hold on, my D&D Beyond's not rolling.
Annoying.
Well, we don't know anything.
I rolled a 6.
There,
too.
it's a 20.
20. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
With a 14, you get the sense that she's uncomfortable. With the 20, you get the sense that she's uncomfortable specifically about this room. She's not, she wasn't expecting to be here right now. The way that she's moving and kind of looking around the room makes it clear that there is a clear physical discomfort associated with being here.
She appeared out of nowhere.
Yes.
She was summoned.
I mean, I will say, y'all have also appeared out of nowhere before, based on you have. It seems like
a couple times.
A couple times. It seems like there was some sort of Fey transportation magic at play.
Whether we like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, yes. And so Flower kind of looks back at Seneschal and says, it wasn't me, but I did help them in from the garden because I thought you would enjoy the company, and perhaps it would be interesting for Queen Titania when she arrives to see some guests from another plane. And Flower is kind of looking at y'all to be like, yeah, chill, are we cool, what's happening? Don't tell everybody else, what's going on?
Well, you're being far too modest. She found us all on her own in the material plane and brought us all here.
Oh, jeez. Greg's trying to lie again. We're doomed.
Okay.
Lucas just shrugs.
So Greg, you're...
Zell still looks bored.
Saga takes one big step behind Tig.
Okay, so interesting. So Greg, you're saying that, oh no, she found us in the material plane and collected us. At which point, both Elion, there's a couple of different reactions here. Elion, what you could get without insight on all of these people is that both of these people, Elion is immediately suspicious and is specifically really looking hard at you, Greg.
Weird.
Yeah. Flower looks immediately distraught.
Oh boy.
And Seneschal kind of tilts her head in this what? You are the material, what? And Flower kind of is holding up her hand no, he's not, no, that's not what happened.
We magically arrived here in Feywild from the material plane. It had nothing to do with Flower.
Oh. Well then, why did you say otherwise?
I guess I just wanted to see everyone's reactions.
He's one of those compulsive liars. He's a naughty little boy.
And he's a comedian.
No, that's a very bad goblin.
Ta-da!
I think I'm gonna need a group deception check.
Are we all making deception checks?
Zell is saying nothing.
Yeah.
I actually rolled really well. I rolled 18.
Okay.
Here we go. Deception.
I rolled another 2.
16.
Oh my
I rolled
god.
I rolled a 3.
16, 2 and 3, and 20.
16, 2, 3, and 12. Well, it's not. Oh, okay.
It's not good.
It's not good. I was like, well, it's 2 of them. Well,
18, 16, 2 and 3.
18, 16, 2, and 3. All right.
2 pretty good ones and then 2 real bad ones.
Yeah, okay. She looks puzzled. And
Now the question is, which part does she not believe?
she looks puzzled, and then she looks back at Flower and says, well, I know you haven't been to the material plane for, a while. And Flower kind of shrinks into herself a little. And she says, I don't understand why anyone would lie to me if you stumbled through some sort of portal or something. But I'm glad that you've ended up here, considering that, really, is there a better place to be than a party? No, I think not. Especially not this party. The best party of the whole fluorescence. So, you should enjoy your time here. And, Flower, you should watch them. Flower's like, you told me to entertain your sister in the garden? Don't you want me to be there? And she seems pretty hopeful. And Seneschal says, no. New priority. You should keep an eye on all of our friends here. And what are your names, actually? I don't think you might want to tell me that, will you? What should I call you?
You can call me King.
Ting? All right. Ting, the goblin.
King.
King. With a...
King? Even worse. All right.
And you're not... Wait, you are from the material... No. Are you from here or from there?
I'm from the material plane.
Because if you're in Sealy, then, we may have to put you out of sight, I think. But if you're not on Sealy, that's interesting in itself.
Am I what?
Well, we're currently from here, but we're from over there, so we could be somewhere else if you want us there.
I don't know what that means. What are the rest of you called?
You can call me Twilight.
Twilight.
Twilight Sparkle.
Huh. That's...
I hate that now.
Looks over at the Eladrin. You can call me Spear.
Spear.
Belladonna.
Flower gives you a look.
But she can't be the only one with flower names.
Yeah, it's true.
She has no monopoly on flower names.
She does not, but she is like, well, I think you had originally said that you want to be called Wisteria, so she's like, oh, she's changed her mind.
She did. she just keeps making different plant names up.
And let's see, Lucas, did you give a name?
You may call me Volton.
Bolton.
Fulton with an F.
Bolton with an F.
Fulton.
Yeah, makes sense.
Fulton.
Makes sense. Okay, all right. Well, I would love to hear more about, all of your stories and what things are happening on the material plane. But unfortunately, I have to do, some important hostessing duties. It's so much here, to be running a place, running something as grand and lavish as this. But you should enjoy the food and the company and the many powerful friends that are assembled here, and I would love to speak with you later.
Seneschal. That's your Seneschal, yeah?
Well, yes, that's what you can call me, certainly.
On the material plane, it's customary for the host to give guests gifts. Do you have a gift for us?
Are you a better liar than Greg?
It wouldn't be hard to do.
Roll me persuasion. Or deception, I guess. I mean, because there are really...
I'm trying to persuade
there
her,
are
honestly.
customs. There really are customs on the material plane.
There are customs like that.
Hi, another 16.
Another 16, which is absolutely not good enough to persuade...
Damn.
It was a good idea, but you were trying to persuade a fae who has invited you into her house
Give me
Yeah.
a flower
to
on
give
your
you
head.
a present.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
We'll just make this easy. The world's most expensive flower, Timmy.
I had to try.
I respect.
Tavar has expensive tastes.
Good God, she's gonna think we're all a bunch of liars.
You are correct. That is exactly what she thinks. And her eyes narrow. And she says, "Perhaps you don't appreciate the gravity of the invitation that you've been given. Elion, it seems that these new wonderful people have weapons on them, but they're not members of the Queen's Bright Guard. Have they earned their place?" And Elion, his expression doesn't really seem, he's not like smirking or anything. He just shakes his head no and says, "If you command it, I am happy to administer a test." She curtsies to him and claps her hands. And as she does, the kind of the mood of the place starts to change. Like everyone is instantly at attention, and she kind of like looks out. She floats a couple of feet with her wings above the kind of assembled company, and says, "My guests, we are about to experience some entertainment. It appears a challenge has been offered." And she kind of like gestures to all of you and gives all of the names that you have just given her and says, "A challenge has been offered and must be answered. Our guests will be here, armed or not. And in the meantime, we can watch." So at this point, hang on, give me a second to change this music. We are going to set up a challenge encounter. So we don't have cool. Okay. So what happens is a lot of that there is whooping and hollering amongst the guests. There's like clapping of hands, and essentially she and others, I'm gonna say she can come up here. And Flower's like looking nervously over her shoulder at y'all, but does kind of come and stand beside Seneschal. And the rest of the guests kind of start to assemble on this little like stairway deal, to just kind of to basically watch what's going to happen. The food table that is laden with so much food it doesn't like so much like collapse in on itself as it just seems to kind of like, you're not sure if it shrinks or anything. It's like you blink and it seems to be not there anymore. And it looks much more like an arena. Like it looks
Zell,
Go ahead.
sorry,
Go ahead.
Zell just plucks Saga up and plops her onto the hindquarters of Tyke.
Can I do one thing before this battle begins?
You sure can.
I would like to extend Eyes of Night to everybody. Yeah, even take.
Eyes of Night. Remind me what that does.
Gives you
Dark vision up to a range of 300 feet.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of move in close so I can get everybody.
You are welcome to do so.
Cool. That's all I will do.
All right. Hang on a second. Music change. It is at this moment that Elion looks at y'all and he bows deeply. He kind of comes over here. And he says, "I promise you will not come to any real harm. It's only a challenge."
Zell rolls her eyes.
And at this point, roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Before that, Greg is also going to bow back.
That's a 6.
I rolled a 9.
12.
We can see how the dice are going to go. Jesus Christ, that's a 2. Lucas!
Natural 1.
Oh my god.
Plus
Y'all. What is happening?
Why is Roland Truce here?
I don't know.
It's
look at me.
weird. It's weird. It says Roland Truce.
Lucas
In the
is
chat.
trying to stifle this laugh that keeps trying to bubble up in his throat.
Roland Truce.
I rolled
It's
a
my-
12.
Outrider from the Saturday game my sister runs.
I gotcha. So if you can put yourselves in the little initiative tracker, that would be a plus.
Mhm. Where's that again?
It's if
There
you
it
click
is.
the little like sword thingies at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a trial by combat.
How do I put myself in here?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, it's a trial. Yeah, allegedly, it's a trial by combat.
How do I put myself in?
If you click your
You have
token,
to click your token. Yeah.
Oh, and then
And that's the far right one.
To initiative.
Yep.
here you go. And 2.
Wow. I'm the highest. Wow. Okay.
okay. I don't know why it's not letting me
Good.
put Elion in here for some reason. That's annoying. Sorry, guys. Hold, please.
Worries.
DM loading. Token. Look. Oh, there we go. Here's Elion. So Tavar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Elion didn't roll very good on initiative either. And I think, and honestly, that kind of makes sense because he's trying to see what you do first. So you
Okay.
go ahead and go first.
Okay, well, this might scare the shit out of every Sealy court Fae here, because I am going to channel Divinity, pulling
Amazing.
out my symbol of the Moonweaver and Twilight Sanctuary in 30 feet. A 30-foot dome of twilight and darkness surrounds us, but you all can see because I gave you guys dark vision.
All right.
So,
Twilight Daddy.
yeah, so a 30-foot bubble of twilight just expands around us.
So
And
so it's darkness.
go ahead.
It's like darkness around everybody.
it's filled with dim light.
Dim light.
30-foot
Okay.
radius.
Okay. So it doesn't give a disadvantage or anything. It's just dim light.
Yeah, it's just dim light, and it moves with me, and it's for 1 minute. I guess a part of it. Any of us charmed or frightened right now?
I don't.
Lucas is susceptible to charms, but he isn't charmed.
I don't
Yeah.
believe he is. I don't believe he is currently charmed.
Okay. Well, then I will give Saga the 1d6 plus 5 temporary HP.
Thanks.
You say that
Oh,
like
you get
couldn't use it.
9
No,
temporary
I mean,
hit
thank
points.
you. I got my ass pounded last time.
Yeah.
I'll
9
happily
9
take it.
temp.
Thank you.
And that's all I can do.
Actually, I have 11 temp, and I don't know why.
Oh, it's probably because
Y'all hung out. Y'all hung out in the Twilight Sanctuary beforehand.
Oh,
After the
okay.
short rest.
So it doesn't replace the higher one.
No.
Sure. Yeah. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't replace the
So
higher one.
then I'm going to keep my 11, but I appreciate the thought.
But it will recharge as you go, so it's good. It's good to have.
Yeah.
You get the berry.
That is my turn. Does it entrap him in the twilight? Sphere?
It depends on. Let's see. How we said 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah.
30
so he's
feet?
just on the border.
So he's just on the. So does that mean he gets temp HP? What happens to him?
Nope, only allies.
Only allies. Okay. So he is in your Twilight Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is now his turn. And he is going to. I think he's going to approach Lucas. Well, that is not an effect that I tried to do. He's going to approach Lucas because he finds you to be the most suspicious.
Okay.
Really? Not
Or
Greg?
not, sorry,
The
not
liar,
not
liar,
Lucas.
pants
Not
on fire?
not Lucas. Greg. He's
Oh.
approaching Greg. Yes.
I was like, the guy?
Yeah.
The normal
Yeah,
guy?
not the normal
dude?
guy. Sorry.
He's so normal, he's suspicious.
He's so
It's the
normal.
wrong
He's
place to be a
suspicious.
human.
So vanilla.
He's so vanilla. Okay, so he is going to reach out. And he is gonna. This is
By the way,
interesting.
can I have entered rage at the beginning of the combat?
You didn't declare it, but I will say it makes sense that you would have. So I will say yes, you can have raged.
Please proceed.
What?
He said,
Please
please
proceed."
proceed.
Please proceed. Excellent. He's gonna make. Well, I think he'll start. With one attack on you, and we'll see what happens next. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits you. That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. He does 8 slashing damage with his sword, his long sword that he kind of draws, that he's holding, and he is hitting it it is technically slashing damage, but it's clear that he really isn't trying to harm you. It's like he's kind of favoring the flat of the blade. But even as he does that, you also take and by the slashing, I think for you it would be 4. I said 8, but for you're raging, so it's 4. But you do also take 7 points of fire damage as the blade kind of sears a little bit.
Oh, so 11 damage total.
11 damage total. And then I think he's gonna kind of assess, and he'll attack you one more time. Because he'll say, "You shouldn't lie in the Feywild." And also, in addition, because he's gotten close to you, everybody does need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Again?
Is it against charms?
Yeah, it is against. It's against essentially a zone of truth. Essentially, he's got like a perma zone of truth around him.
Well, my
Natural
thing
20,
says
22.
advantage against illusions and against being charmed or paralyzed.
It's not really technically a charm. It's
When
more.
I
It's
rolled
more.
a natural 1.
It's like a spell
But I
effect.
don't get disadvantage, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20. Okay.
4.
Saga is feeling real truthful right now.
Okay. So please
Luke's
keep
got a 16.
keep track of the times that of those of you that have failed this. Just kind of keep track of it for the future, because I'm doing a lot of things right now. But if you fail this save, if he asks you things, you will feel compelled to answer him truthfully.
Yep.
What was the fail state?
The fail state is 16.
I rolled a 16. Does that mean
Great,
I
so you're
failed or I
fine.
passed?
So you're
Okay.
fine. You're fine.
Meets
Meets
it,
it, beats
beats
it. You're fine.
Okay.
So if you failed the save, like you're gonna be compelled to tell him the truth. And he'll attack you again, and it'll be kind of a feint, Greg. And so it seems like he deliberately doesn't hit you. But he does say, "What are you really doing here?"
Yeah, I'm really a human. I'm trying to turn back.
His eyes kind of soften, and he turns to square with the rest of the group. Saga, you're up.
Hi. Fuck. A 9? A 9 is next? Alright.
Yeah, initiative. Y'all didn't roll great on initiative.
No. You know what? This will be fun. Because why wouldn't I just go ham? She's going to take a potion off her belt and drink it, and it is a potion of fire breath.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
Yeah. And do I feel like if I flame it from here, I won't hit my party, or do I have to get off the back of Tig?
I feel like since you're on the back of Tig, the angle seems like you could probably hit him. Just him.
It says you can use the bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. It doesn't say it's a cone. It doesn't say.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Go for it.
Well, it's a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
which I'm sure he'll beat.
It's interesting that this potion is different than the spell Dragon's
Mhm.
Breath.
Well, it's fire breath, not dragon's breath.
Hilariously, he rolled a 4. So roll your damage, please.
4d6.
Everyone
shit.
point and laugh.
Hang on. Wait. He has advantage.
Okay,
on...
I rolled terribly.
This isn't it. Wait, this isn't magic though. He specifically has advantage. This is interesting. Specifically has advantage on spells.
This is
But
not a spell.
This
it's
is not a
potion.
spell. Oh, it says and other magical effects, which I think this counts.
Okay.
So let me
I accept that.
give him another save.
I rolled terribly, guys.
That is hilariously another 4.
Okay, well, I rolled 9 points of damage, so
Okay.
yeah,
well,
we both get ha-ha'd. I just go bleh. And then after she like burps and wipes her mouth, she says, "See, it's a really fuzzy line what a weapon is."
She's got a point.
I always have a point,
Fire is
even when it doesn't sound like it.
fire is a weapon.
Well, yeah, I'm not debating that, but like, are the candles illegal in here too?
He sort of shakes his head. Greg, you're up.
Don't these people love semantics?
Sweet.
Why is it getting difficult?
I'm gonna start sticking him with the pointy end.
Go for it.
And with the point to end.
Needle.
For my first attack, a 13.
13 does not hit.
For my
second
next trick,
attack,
I'll miss.
27.
27 absolutely does hit.
Excellent. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I also use a
Sticking with the pointy end with a great axe.
with a great axe. Slam the pointy end into them. So that is an 8 plus 3 for Fury of the Small, 11?
11. Did you add your rage also? I think you get 2.
13?
13. Okay.
There we go.
All right. So that's 5. And the slashing. What was the slashing damage itself?
8.
8. Okay.
So wouldn't it be 10?
I guess so.
Yeah, you had.
Yeah,
if you're
because
raging,
you
add
add
two.
you add your rage. Hang on, sorry. This is a lot of numbers.
Yes, so 10 without the Fury of the Small.
Gotcha. And Fury of the Small is 3.
Yes.
Okay. So, you see him like your axe. You are mad. You're raging. You're angry. You don't like any of this. And you slam your axe kind of into him. And are you doing it? Here's the question: are you doing it to really hurt him, or are you kind of pulling your punches the way that he is?
I would say I'm aiming for somewhere that is not lethal,
Okay.
Like his jugular.
like a shoulder.
Like his
or-
shoulder. Okay, that's fair. So he does kind of, he seems to, like, hang on. He's a 21. He seems to kind of, like, move a little bit out of the way. And in this, like, really fluid kind of dance-like motion, so your axe doesn't really bite quite as deep. But you do manage to get a hit on him, and he does kind of, like, nod respectfully. Okay. Zell.
At the end of your turn, Greg, you will get 8 temporary hit points back.
We love a Twilight Cleric.
Nice, thank you.
I love Twilight.
Huh.
I love lamp.
I love Lamp.
I'm Team Jacob.
Oh my god, what is
That,
happening?
I'm Team Werewolf. Jacob had his issues.
Zell, are you mute? Are you muted, Echo? What's going on?
No, I'm waiting for everyone to be cool.
The nonsense. That's
I
valid.
will back up a couple feet and then we will charge
Yep.
this man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Tig is going to make a ram attack.
I thought he was an elk.
That's a 24 to hit. Shush.
24 hits.
Okay. I need him to make a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna. Hang on, let me look at his strength. Oh no, he's fine. He makes it.
Okay. He takes 12 points of damage from Tig's antlers in the ram,
Okay.
and then Zell will attack.
Okay. He seems to also kind of sidestep a little bit, such that he gets a little bit out of the way and only is clipped by the horns.
It's a 16 to hit with the spear.
16 will not hit.
Okay. Swing again. 21 to hit.
He's gonna parry you. So you do not hit him with that either.
Okay. Action surge.
Okay.
27 to hit.
27 does hit.
That's 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. He doesn't seem to take all of it. He was moving fluidly.
That's a 15 to hit. That's dog shit.
Yeah, doesn't hit him.
Hold on. Trying to decide. Yeah, bonus action shield master shove.
Okay. Strength
Hold on.
or dexterity, right?
I have to attack to hit you.
Oh,
If
that's
it
right.
hits,
That's right.
It just happens. 15 doesn't hit though.
15
My
doesn't
dice
hit.
are dog shit. That's fine.
I am sorry, Echo.
It happens.
Do you and Tig have temp HP?
Nope.
Okay. Well, you and Tig get. Sorry. 6 temp.
It's more than none.
At the end of your turn, he is going to turn, look up at the rafters, and whistle.
He is marked, I should say.
He is
Sorry.
marked. Okay. He is marked as your, like, prey target thing.
Unwavering mark.
Unwavering mark. Cool. So he is now, he's kind of looking up at the rafters. Lucas.
He's just looking up at the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas is gonna run around to this side. And he's just gonna. I think he's gonna rage.
Just sounds smart, yes?
Yeah, he's gonna rage. Let me mark that off. And then he's going to attack. Like so. 18?
18 does not hit.
Womp womp. That's it.
Oh, that's right. You only have one attack, right? Because
Yep, just the one.
Okay.
Aw.
I am sorry, but you are raging, so you're resistant to a bunch of stuff.
Do I get advantage on that for flanking?
You do. It's flanking. You're flanking. Yes, absolutely you do.
Do you have temp, Lucas?
I still have the 11.
Okay, cool.
Well, that was a nat 1, so...
Alas!
So slippery.
What?
That's
Is
it.
it slippery, or is it just that we can't roll?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, both.
All right.
Yeah, that's his turn.
At the end of your turn, Lucas, a glimmer of gold shoots down from the rafters.
Oh.
A young dragon speeds into the dome of twilight and dips his head. And he will turn to y'all. And this is like, you can, if you want, you can roll me like animal, what would it be? Some kind of intelligence thing? Animal handling?
Nature, Arcana?
Arcana? Yeah, or nature, probably nature. To see like, it's definitely dragonoid. You're not totally sure what kind because
That's
this is
a
all
one.
happening real
I
fast.
have rolled a 2 for a 3.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 7.
I'm sure it's some sort of animal.
Sure is some sort of animal. Okay,
It's
so
a fucking helicopter lizard.
It
my
it is a
guys.
helicopter lizard to some sort of dragon sort of thing.
The wagon.
And Glint, the little dragon, is going to turn its head toward you. It's gonna, and at like kind of during like basically essentially as this is happening, Elion is gonna teleport onto the dragon's back, and the dragon, who's the mount thing I can't get to work, which is annoying. But
Shift click both of them.
Oh, shift click both of them. Okay, that would be great. Thank you. Nope, that is still not working. Alas. Anyway, it will turn its head toward all of y'all, still here. And I think you can get everybody. Everybody needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Danger sense applies, correct?
What?
Danger sense applies.
Danger sense, it absolutely applies, yes. It's actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not,
Right.
I apologize. It is not a dexterity save, it is a strength save.
Oh,
Oh, much better.
That's okay. I get a
That's
plus.
a much better for me.
But I think that was the advantage. I think because I'm raging, right?
It is advantage because you're raging, that is correct.
Okay, so.
Tig
I rolled-
rolled a 15. I rolled a 22.
Rolled an 11.
Okay.
26.
26.
17.
Anybody but Tavar get below a 13.
No.
Okay. Tavar, you have disadvantage on all strength-based attacks, strength checks, and saving throws for the next minute.
No problem. For the next turn?
For the next minute. For the next 10.
Oh, nice.
10
Okay,
rounds.
cool.
Cool. So it does that, and will stay. Let's see. How is it? No.
What did it hit us with?
I had advantage on my swings against him.
Yeah.
I'll remember that next time.
I gotcha. Okay, so he has it was a breath, like a cloud of breath, not fire, but like a gas cloud,
Like a mist.
like a mist,
Vapor. Okay.
a mist and a vapor, and then he will fly up into the rafters, taking his rider with him. Y'all are welcome to make attacks of opportunity if you are close enough. Which
Am
I think
close enough. I was on the back of.
I don't think
Tig,
that you
so-
I don't think that you are, but I think that
is fair.
Zell, Lucas and Zell, Lucas and Greg are.
Great.
Can my attack be a grapple attack?
Yeah, sure. You can try to grapple. You can try. Well, here's the thing. He did kind of face step onto the dragon, so he kind of teleported like out of your range. So
No, I'm trying to grapple the dragon.
oh, okay, yeah, you can try to grapple the dragon.
Yeehaw.
Okay. My attacks to hit the dragon is a 16.
That will miss.
Okay.
So these are attacks on the dragon, not. The
Oh wait, no,
man.
wait, hang on. You're doing a. Yeah, that misses. That misses.
Mhm.
You don't get the dragon. But it was a good idea. Okay. The rest of y'all, are you gonna try to grapple the
Lucas.
dragon?
Lucas, I'm not trying to grapple. I didn't think of that, so I'm gonna stick
Yeah.
with what I was originally doing. Am I attacking the dragon or the man?
You can do either.
Oh, okay. The man. 23.
23 hits.
Okay. Roll damage. That's a 19, and then add another +2 for the rage, and that is a 21 damage.
Of
Sneak
slashing.
attack.
Slashing it.
Yeah, it's slashing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. He
I rolled a 12 on the
he,
max damage on the.
he
weapon.
does seem to kind of flinch under that hit, but it doesn't seem to quite have done.
It's a big
He's
hit.
moving. Yeah, it's a big hit. Yeah. He tips. He kind of looks, nods. All of y'all that have been hitting him, he's been nodding at you in respect.
Alright.
He likes it.
I'm like, he's just fighting you respectfully. I don't know what to do with this.
Often I just ignore Pen.
That's honestly the best way to handle me.
Yeah, I rolled in nat 1.
A nat 1. Okay, so he is up here out of your Twilight Sanctuary and up here, kind of up in the rafters.
Okay.
Okay, that's turn. That's Glint's turn. Now Tavar.
Okay. Well. Who's having trouble hitting stuff?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay. Well then. Okay. Just gonna do this. I'm gonna bless. Zell, Greg, and Lucas. So you will have a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Does your Twilight Sanctuary require concentration?
It doesn't say.
Interesting.
It's channel divinity, so I doubt it.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, my channel divinity requires concentration as a trickster cleric,
Yeah,
so that's
it doesn't
interesting.
say.
If it
As
doesn't
an
say,
action,
if it doesn't say, then doesn't say. Okay.
filled with dim light, the spear The spear moves with you, and it lasts for 1 minute,
Okay.
or until you are incapacitated or die.
Okay. So
So it is not concentration.
that's not concentration. All right. Good to know.
Cool.
That's, that's
Alright.
how you say OP.
Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. So you cast
I
bless.
don't think anybody needs
Anything
Yep.
else?
So bless on Zell, Greg, and Lucas, and I'll go ahead and move a little bit here to try and how tall is the ceiling?
Really tall, vaulted, huge.
Okay, so it won't be able to reach him, but I'll move the Twilight Sanctuary over. I don't know how to move the actual aura here.
Oh.
I don't know. It won't let me do it.
There's an AOE thing. You might have to redraw it. I'm sorry. The tools are not excellent. I haven't played around
All
with them too
good.
much.
Well, I mean, there's a second one. This is good.
Move the first one.
Undo. I don't know.
Okay. Y'all done? While you're moving that around, is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'm gonna
alright.
try and figure this out while I'm.
You're all good.
You guys
You're all
go.
good. It is his turn. He will fire upon y'all. And I think you got a really big hit on him, Lucas. So he's gonna aim his longbow at you.
Oh, fun.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Bork.
And he deals unto you
Unto me.
8 points of piercing damage, which I think for you is reduced because you're raging. Yes.
Yeah.
And an additional 4 points, or 2 points. Sorry, 2 points of fire damage.
So 6 total.
6 total.
Okay, that still got 5 temp HP.
And
Hold on a minute. He's marked.
okay. Oh, is he at disadvantage? Does that mean he's at disadvantage?
He is at disadvantage on any attack roll that does not target me,
Okay.
while it is within 5 feet of me. What a useless fucking feature. Never mind.
Never
Have
mind.
fun.
Yeah, it's only melee.
I am sorry to say that second hit on you is a crit.
It crit me?
Yes.
Guess he's gonna die.
You take 18 piercing damage,
Halved?
halved,
Okay.
and 11 fire damage.
20 total. Okay.
So and he's looking. You get the sense all y'all kind of as he's sort of up above y'all. He's assessing very clinically kind of the situation, but he's not focusing his attention on any one of you as if to like get you all the way down. He's kind of like he's testing you.
Yeah, I think that the first attack Lucas didn't make hardly any reaction, and then the second one he's just going, ah! And he looks pissed.
Fair.
Yeah.
Saga.
Hey, how he's geez, that's a while away. What do I have that's ranged? Fucking nothing.
Nothing.
I used up a lot of spell slots against those fucking armors.
Nothing.
60 feet. Not he's 60 feet away from me.
Yeah, he didn't. They could fly. He could fly far, but he's not too far out of your range. In fact, if you want, Saga, you can roll me an insight check.
Sure. It's not gonna be good. I was correct. It's a 3.
Okay. Well, you don't know anything. He's not very far out of your range.
Okay, so I think this is gonna be terrible. This hit point I want. I'm gonna take Barry because I haven't learned my lesson yet, and I'm gonna pull out a sling and acid arrow the guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast. Oh shit! All right. Oh, that does not hit. Oh, poor Barry. I rolled a 10.
Explain to me what you do to Barry to make this happen.
Explain what I do to Barry. I pour him out into the palm of my hand, and I wear gloves that are made to handle caustic material. And I seat his blobby little body into my slingshot and then fire it at him. And he just kind of moves his head to the side, and Barry hits the ceiling. And it just starts melting whatever material it is.
Yep.
I
I think
sorry, Barry.
from below you hear Seneschal going, "Oh no, the drapes!"
Fuck. Oh, he's not gonna forgive me for that one. I thought I could justify it if I actually did something.
I just imagine it's one of those things that you throw in the ceiling and then just sticks there for an undetermined amount of time
It's
forever.
very,
It's just
very
gonna always be
slowly
there.
peeling off the ceiling until it
Just-
falls.
Comes down 3 months later.
Yeah, it's a very sticky sound.
Scares the shit out of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very gross.
Oh, I'm dying over here.
Sorry, everyone.
I don't like characters apologizing for their abilities.
Poor Barry didn't deserve that.
Okay. Are we all done?
Yeah, I did not do good.
All right.
Didn't do good, Chief.
At this moment, a pale wisteria purple burst of light emanates from below, like from kind of like outside of the Twilight Sanctuary, as you see Flower. She's showing up as a nightshade in the ranks, which is annoying, but you see Flower aim an Eldritch Blast up at Elion as if she is trying to help you. But they do not. Unfortunately, she rolled dog shit, and neither of them connect.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Hey, par for the
Welcome
course.
to the club.
Barry.
But
It's Barry.
Elion does look down at her, amused, and shakes his head at her, but seems amused.
Foolish girl.
Yeah. Oh, in kind of a yeah. He doesn't say anything, but she's like, oh you.
Oh, you.
Greg.
All right. How far up are the rafters?
It's a domed ceiling. I'm gonna imagine he's maybe not all the way up, kind of in like the raftery part. But he's probably. I think we said he's within range. He was within range of catapult, right? Versus like 60 feet. He's probably like 40 feet up and a couple of feet away from you. Ah.
Okay, so So not really jumping distance.
Not quite jumping distance, no.
All right. Well, I'm gonna toss some javelins instead.
Okay. If you want to try to climb up on shit, you're welcome to also. But javelins are also
I could
great.
throw you.
I would love that, but probably not on my turn, right?
I think what
No, that's
you would
not
have
how it
to
works.
hold your action for Zell to throw you.
Ooh, can I do that?
And Zell is next turn. So
Maybe-
you totally 100%
Damn it.
can do that, absolutely.
All right. Then he just turns around to Sal and yells, "Swim me!"
Oh,
Right.
fuck.
And then I hold my turn.
Okay.
Toss me.
Yeah, go ahead, Zell, it's your turn.
Toss me.
All right. Zell will ride forward, scooping Greg up with the haft of her spear, and will make an improvised weapon ranged attack with the goblin.
Greg is gonna open up his mouth and aim teeth forward.
I imagine, are you trying to hit the Eladrin or are you trying to hit the dragon?
I'm trying to hit the Eladrin with
That's
the
fair.
goblin,
Okay.
but I think really I just need to get him.
You just
close.
need to get him close enough. Yeah, that's fair.
But I'll make an improvised attack. That's a 17, so it's in the ballpark.
17 does. Hey, sorry, I've got 1,000 million tabs open. 17 does not hit the Eladrin. It does, however, hit the dragon. So
Okay.
I will say, if you wish, that you can you can get close enough to the dragon to grab on to the tail or something like that, and try to do your bites that way. But I will give it. I will give it, if you're trying to make an improvised bite attack, Greg. I'm gonna probably give that disadvantage.
I mean, that's definitely what I'm doing.
Okay, go for it.
And I guess that's an unarmed strike.
Yeah, we'll call it an unarmed strike. Little goblin teeth.
Which is a 10 plus the D4, right? Because I'm blessed.
You are blessed. Oh, and did you add your?
Oh,
were you
I gotta
blessed?
add bless.
Add
from
bless.
the
Yeah, go ahead and add
fucking-
bless.
Okay, hold on. So it's actually a dirty 20 to hit.
That does hit. That does hit Elion.
Okay. That's 6 damage
Okay.
of goblin.
Of goblin
Goblin.
of goblin bludgeoning damage. He seems surprised by this tactic. He takes some damage.
And then I'm going to throw a javelin
Yeah, go for it.
because I have 2 attacks. That's a natural 1. I drop the javelin. Fuck me, dude.
I'm so sorry about your
You can
dice.
throw goblins, but javelins not so much.
You threw that goblin great. Greg, you want to go ahead? Did you make your improvised weapon attack?
I did, and it was an 11.
It was an 11. Okay, so that doesn't hit him. But you are flying through the air past this Eladrin. So what is the plan precisely?
I'm thinking with my second attack.
You have 2
swinging
attacks.
him-
Yeah, go ahead.
Swinging him with my great axe, actually, after my teeth do very little harm to the weapon.
Your teeth don't hit him. I mean, there's a lot of armor there. Go ahead and swing your axe. I'm gonna ask, because you're in motion and you're flying around and well, you did hit him. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage on this, but you are gonna be flying through the air. You are gonna continue to be flying through the air unless you try to land on this dragon, and we'll resolve that after you attack.
Okay.
After throwing Greg, this is a trick Zell does a lot. She imposes Tig's large frame in front of Tavar, and she raises her shield. Based on the order of movement, she hopes Lucas will also take cover behind her and Tig.
Okay.
Cool.
That is a really cool trick.
For the great axe attack, I rolled a nat 2 with a +1 on the bless. So, an 11.
Okay, so here's what happens. You do collide because of the accuracy of Zell's throw. You do collide with the Eladrin. He keeps his footing with Elion. He keeps his footing.
Keeps his butting.
Yeah. He stays mounted on his steed, his like dragon steed. But you don't hit with the. You try to bite him, and that doesn't work. And you are flying through the air, and you kind of like swing your great axe around, and because of the weight of it, and because of like the angle that you're at, you just don't hit him. You are, however, still flying in this direction. So I will give you a reaction chance to like grapple the dragon, or like to try to like hang on. Or if you have any other ideas, you are welcome to use your reaction to make any of those ideas.
I will try to grab him with my free hand and the axe, sort of hoping that it will catch onto something on the dragon.
Okay, so you want to try to like lodge your axe in the dragon's scales such that you don't fall.
Yeah.
Go for it.
If like hopefully landing on the dragon, but maybe continuously plan landing on the rafters.
Okay, well, the rafters are still a little here. You're a little down from the rafters, so what we can do is.
Oh, he's flying.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he's flying. You can make like a grapple. If you can make like a, we'll do this. You can make a grapple check to try to hold on to the dragon somewhere. And if that doesn't work, we will resolve what happens to you next turn.
Cool. And is that athletics?
Roll to hit him. Roll to hit first. So, like, roll a. That's what it is, right? Yeah, you have to like hit with your grapple.
So just an attack roll?
Yes. You're looking for a 17 or higher.
I don't even need to roll the bless on that one. 11?
11. Okay, so you do not successfully grapple this dragon. So we will come back to you and what happens to you next time. At the end of your turn, I think it's too good of an opportunity to pass up. So Elion is going to make one attack with his longsword at you, Greg, because you're right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially an attack of opportunity, I guess. Although we're really doing this as like a legendary.
Hey, this is going well, guys.
Oh yeah.
The idea was good. The
hard to
execution,
hit.
not so much.
He is hard to hit. He's part of the Queen's Bright Guard. I don't know what to tell you. He
I feel
rolled.
like he's got the levels on us.
He rolled so terribly on his longsword, so he misses you, which is hilarious.
Nice.
Okay. He kind of looks over his shoulder curiously to sort of see what becomes of this flying goblin. And it's your turn, Lucas.
Also want to point out that out of 3 rolls, I did not roll above a 3 once.
That's very frustrating.
Nice. All right. Well, using partially what's going on already, Lucas is gonna limp his way over to here. He's got an arrow in him.
He does.
Can I like crack that off or anything as like flavor?
Sure, for flavor,
Just
totally.
break it.
Absolutely.
Break it off. Yeah.
100%.
Break it off. He's gonna kind of limp his way over behind the massive Tig, and he's gonna try and do a bonus action hide.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. No, it sucks. 10.
So what you do? I have to like roll perception to see if you're hidden, or is it's passive? Is it against passive perception?
Is it against? I don't know.
Is it Echo? Is it against passive perception? Sorry.
Yeah, it's against passive.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Unless
his,
he takes
no
an
problem.
action to search, it's just
yeah,
passive.
his passive perception is higher than a 10. Sadly.
Yeah, no kidding. I rolled really bad. Okay, well, that kind of ruins what I wanted to do. But anyway, he's going to attempt to hide, fail, but he's going to come out from behind Tig for a second and then chuck a javelin at the guy.
Okay, go
I
for
was
it.
trying to get advantage on it.
You're probably reckless.
Oh, you could.
No, that would be a bonus action. And I can't, and it doesn't work on ranged. It only works on melee.
Oh, alas.
Reckless attack only
Well,
works on
reckless isn't a bonus action, but it is
on melee.
It is melee.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was a bonus action.
No,
Right?
you just choose to do it when you make an attack.
Right. Okay. Anyway, that's a 19.
19 does hit him.
Okay.
However, it would hit him, but he's gonna parry it out of the air.
Carry the
Roll,
suit
roll.
for
Did you
casual.
roll your d4?
Clink. Oh yeah, I could roll a d4.
Go
Would that
for it.
Change it.
Yeah,
you think?
roll. You could if you get a 4. Yeah.
Okay, let's roll. That's a 2.
To unfortunately, his parry is too strong. But he does smile at you.
Yeah, Lucas just kind of sneers at him. It's just gonna dip behind. Ty,
And,
I guess. Actually, I don't like how we're grouped up. He's gonna dip back this way. I think just to be a little separate.
Are you? Do you have temp HP already?
Nope, it was all expended when he hit me with that huge crit.
Amazing. So here's 10 temporary hit points.
Fantastic.
See, I like him more. It's fine. Okay,
It's every turn.
I know.
It's literally.
Trolling. I'm not being serious. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It is now Glint's turn, the dragon. And he is going to attempt to bite you out of the air, Greg. He's gonna turn his head and chomp.
And
I don't think he chomps upon you though, because he rolled poorly.
And goblins
Oh.
taste weird.
Yeah,
I was
goblins.
hoping he'd save him.
I mean, I
From
think
falling.
it almost might be better. It almost might be better than the falling damage, honestly. But you would then be grappled in his mouth. It would be difficult. But he does not. He definitely doesn't hit you. You're going too fast. He rolled 12 to hit, and I don't think that hits your armor class even a little bit. So he tries to chomp upon you. He does not chomp upon you, and that is his turn. And you're still falling.
By the way, Saga, you would know there is a crossbow in my saddlebags.
In case I wanted to use it.
And yes, because you said you don't have any ranged options.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Okay.
I'm
well,
just a fool.
Tavar,
I'm just reminding you.
I look
you
forward
know
to
that.
I look forward to seeing what
Holy
it.
shit.
Doing my best, I'm just not very good.
Fuck.
All right,
Continue.
Tavar.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not hitting for shit, so let's just sacred flame. Let's sacred flame the dragon.
The dragon.
Because
Okay.
because
Might hit it.
he might have bad decks. I
He
don't
rolled
know.
a he rolled a natural 15 on Dex. A natural 15. Does that? What does he need?
Plus
Uh,
17.
It is he rolls a 17. He's got 17.
Dang it.
He's got more.
All right,
He's
no
got
damage.
saving throws. He's got more than that actually, so he's fine.
Okay.
MT.
Well,
He
okay.
avoids it and hisses at you.
So basically, a wash of moon dust just filters over Gwent, and that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, fair.
Don't have a bonus action, so we're good.
Burnish.
Okay.
Burnish.
Action.
It is now Elion's turn. And he kind of likes where he is. He
I bet he does.
yeah. he calls down to you. You can declare truce at any moment. And then he fires his longbow twice at you. Zell.
All right.
Question. Do you look bored right now?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
She hasn't taken a hit.
IRL?
She is basically providing cover for people, and he's fighting in her mind like a coward.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit. Does that hit you?
No.
Okay.
It clatters off the shield.
clatters off the shield. 19.
Nope.
Okay. What is he gonna do? Nope, he'll stay there. He'll stay there, and Saga, go ahead.
My turn?
Yep.
She'll, as if hearing Zell's mind in her head, she'll look at the pack where she knows a crossbow is and be like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? I have my own crossbow. And then she's gonna fire her own crossbow. Oh my good god. This is not worth... Alright, yes?
Nothing. Keep going.
14 to
You're a
hit.
delight to play with.
What did you say?
I said a 14 to
It
hit.
does not hit him.
Yep, and then she, it sticks into the ceiling above him, and she's like, why don't use this? And then she puts it away.
Nightshade flower.
What a disaster of a fight. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's been a rough one.
Flower.
They can't all go smooth.
You did great against those armors, you guys.
Thanks for the pity point.
You did though. You did like I was expecting like a long rest and all this thing. I literally had to plan this fight specifically because I was like I need a fucking long rest. So, like you're doing great. Flower is going to creep over here, and Seneschal is kind of watching her curiously. She is.
As are we.
Is she within range? She is. Oh, she's not quite. Hang on, because he's up there. She can move a little further. Yeah, I think she can just make it. She's gonna Misty Step up onto the dragon. And she is going to invoke her fearsome Fey presence. And she's going to say, the truth is, Elion, I think you're kind of a dick. And he is going to make his save with disadvantage.
I would also cheer psychic damage if someone said that to me.
So fierce.
You're just a dick. God.
Just a dick.
And he rolled poorly, so hilariously, he is now
My feelings.
He is now frightened of Flower.
Emotional damage.
Okay. That was very funny. I didn't expect that to go the way that it did. Greg.
Yeah.
You're up.
Soaring through the air.
Soaring through the air. Oh, that's right. Yes, you are soaring through the air, indeed. I am going to give you one creative solution here before you fall and take 3d6 bludgeoning.
Okay, just checking before. Are there any windows in my path? Because I do want to stay on the map.
Oh yeah, you'll fall like around this little flower pot on your left here.
Very good.
But if you wanna, I will let you make up scenery here. I will let you like if you can make a suggestion to me that seems cool and reasonable, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna assume since this is a huge ballroom,
Yes.
and I am heading straight into a wall, that there are some kind of chandeliers or drapes.
Sure, chandeliers,
around.
absolutely, chandeliers and drapes, 100%.
So depending on which one I hit, I will try to either hang on to it if it's a chandelier, or slide down it with my axe if it's a drape. And I guess Seneschal did mention not the drapes when.
So you're gonna go for the chandelier.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Make me a dexterity. Like, what would it be? Like, you can either try to grapple, or you can make me a dex save. Both of those seem relevant here. So either one or the other. You can try to, like, hit a chandelier with your hands and hold on to it. or you can kind of like make a dex save to indicate that you're like moving in such a way that you can grab this thing.
I think the dex save
Go for it.
will suffice. That's a nat 20.
You clamber up into this chandelier, and it looks pretty great, actually. You're just a goblin swinging from a chandelier, and we're gonna put you, yeah, we'll put you a little bit, nope, I didn't mean to make you grow, sorry.
Oh
You
my
are-
gosh.
You are still a tiny goblin. We're gonna just put you right there, and say you want to swing from the chandelier, which is what you're now doing. But you are out of range of him.
Wanna swing from the
Unfortunately, getting yourself out of trouble this round was your action. Do you have a bonus action?
What? Do I have a bonus action? I don't think I do.
Okay. Okay. End of your turn.
Which will unfortunately throw me out of rage.
That's okay.
Which kind of sucks.
You can solve. I believe in you. I have faith that this will be a solvable problem. Elian's gonna make an attack at disadvantage at Lucas. It misses because he rolled a 5 and a 3. So
Okay.
that did not work. So
All right. So, how high up would you say they are?
30 feet.
Hold on, I'm doing quick math.
Okay.
Zell is 8 feet tall.
Yes.
Typically, a character can reach half their height above them.
Sure.
So, she could reach 12 feet up.
Okay.
She's using a spear.
Yep.
Uh,
You trying to poke this dragon from Tig?
30 feet's a long way to poke.
Yeah.
Hmm,
You could stand on Tig's back.
she could. How would you feel if I tried to leap off of Tig?
I would feel great about that. That sounds cinematic and awesome. Go for it.
Cinema awesome.
Especially if Tig gets a little bit of a running start. Totally. 100%.
I think Tig would jump so that Zell could jump
Totally.
off of him.
Love it.
Yoshi style, you know what I'm saying?
Yoshi style? Yeah, I love that. Sounds great.
What do you want me to roll?
What a good question. Roll, I feel like Dex to stay on, and then Strength for the leap. Does that seem reasonable?
So like a dexterity save or acrobatics or a ride?
Acrobatics. Let's do acrobatics. I will give you acrobatics or athletics, I think.
That's a 2.
A 2? Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm tempted to.
No.
Inspiration? Don't you have inspiration going around?
You do, actually.
I don't have any marker.
Oh, okay.
What you do have is token to pay bargain, and you could
I
burn
ain't
one of
spending that.
You could burn one of those and just succeed.
No.
Okay.
I need one of those to not be in a deal. I'm going to. Well, okay. So here's how I figure what happens. Zell begins to ride forward, intending to stand up and leap, but she feels it's not going to work, so she just stops
Okay.
and instead just throws a javelin.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit.
24. Let's see. Was it parry? Parry. He can't parry that. Yep, that hits.
Okay. He takes 10 points of piercing damage.
Halved. Yes, but he takes damage.
And I'll throw another javelin. No,
Okay.
I won't. That's a 12 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, great turn.
I wanted it to be cool so badly. It was a really good
Yeah.
idea, Echo.
Yeah, throwing me was also a really cool idea.
It was
Also
very
did
cool.
really
Very
good.
cool. Like very cool things are happening in this fight.
Yes.
I'm sorry that it's frustrating. Y'all
The
are being
dice do their thing.
y'all
It's
are being
okay.
very cool.
Furbolgs on the floor, goblins in the chandelier, a blob on the ceiling.
Aw, Barry.
Lucas.
All right. Well, Lucas really doesn't have much other in his kit than what he did last time, so we're gonna go for the same same deal, where we run up and try and hide behind Tig. So here we go. Nat 20 on the stealth
Excellent.
for
Fabulous.
27 total. I'm guessing that is effective.
It is indeed very effective. Yes. It's super effective.
And then I am going to, from hiding, throw a javelin at this guy. With advantage, I assume, right?
Yes, with advantage. Correct.
Which would give me, hopefully, a hit. 20?
20 hits.
Plus your D4?
20
Plus your
hits.
D4. Plus your D4.
Sure, I'll do the D4. 20 plus 1, so 21.
Okay. So unfortunately, he can parry that
Yeah.
with his reaction. I am sorry.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
I am sorry. Which he will. He will see your dagger. He will see your spear flying true, or crossbow. What is it? Sorry,
It's javelin.
Javelin.
Spear bow.
Javelin. Not
And he
spear.
will
Javelin.
raise you an arrow.
Yeah, and he will. Well, I mean, he blocks it with his sword. And I'm sorry. That would have been.
That's
cool.
okay. bad advantage roll, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It is now Glint. Glint doesn't like that Flower has turned against them. So he's gonna make a bite on her. He's gonna do a chomp on her. He can't roll for shit. That is a natural 4, and Flower easily avoids him. I'm gonna roll his breath to see if his breath comes back.
Just a big slap fight.
Yeah. Just
Nope, doesn't. Tavar!
Well, she's. Whoa, boy.
that's how we all feel.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, even the Sacred Flame isn't hitting, so let's just Guiding Bolt, this asshole.
You're gonna guiding bolt his asshole.
It's a good aim.
yeah. Let's hope it hits.
Right down the pipe, as they say.
Yup.
Who says that, Echo?
This
Baseball
is going after Elion.
Oh,
It's like that one scene out of Star Wars.
Oh, a 24.
24 is what you need.
Heck yeah, that is 19 points of radiant damage
Excellent. Excellent.
as this beam of moonlight just slams into him. And the next attack has advantage.
Fabulous. He staggers. He staggers with that hit. It is now his turn. And he's gonna fire at you again, Zell, because you're easiest to hit.
Okay. That's the hope, because people are hiding behind her. She wants
That is that. Yes.
them
Do you,
to stupid her.
Would you consider Zell being 5 feet away from Lucas?
Sure. Why not?
I will activate Fighting Initiate. While wielding a shield, the creature within 5 feet of you that you can, or if a creature I can see makes an attack on a creature within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to make disadvantage on that attack roll.
Okay.
So I give him disadvantage.
You give him
Bill,
disadvantage.
did you take damage last round? Did you
No.
get new temp? Okay, never mind.
Okay. So he also still has disadvantage from being near Flower. But I like this, and it, honestly, and just out of curiosity, Zell, would a 20 have hit you?
20 is my AC.
20 is your AC. So you save Zell the longbow shot. That would have hit, because he rolled an 18.
Double shield it.
Double shield, yeah. However, and you also are saving Zell a crit, because that is what just happened. but he's rolling at disadvantage. So, but a 22, I believe, does hit you.
Yep.
He is no longer pulling his punches. You take 15 points of piercing damage and 9 points of fire. And then it's Saga's turn.
I wish I had punches to pull. I'm just going to firebolt him.
Okay.
You have advantage.
19?
19 does hit him, yes.
Can he parry a firebolt?
I don't think I can't. I say no.
Oh,
I say he
rolled real
cannot.
well.
I say he cannot.
18 points of fire damage.
Damn, girl. Okay.
Finally.
Okay.
Whoa! I just moved that. How did I move
How did you move
can
that?
You can move other people's stuff
He is.
that? I don't know how I selected it.
with the mouse.
I was just moving around on the map, looking at stuff,
You clicked it.
He is.
but I can't re-click it. I don't know how I did it in the first place.
It's okay.
Oh my
breath.
god!
You're fine. It's okay.
Oh my god!
Disco ball. Okay. Anything else, Saga? After that big hit, he is starting to look
I
hurt.
only have one attack.
He is starting to look hurt. It is now Flower's turn. Flower.
Whoa.
Give me 2 seconds here. Yes. Flower is going to, and this is going to require, this is interesting. Flower is going to Misty Step, spend another spell slot, Misty Step down. Oh wait, no, she can't do that. Hang on. She is going to jump down from the dragon and eat the 3d6 bludgeoning. Yeah, 8
Just
points.
eat it.
8 points of bludgeoning. She takes a couple of bludgeoning as she goes down. And she's gonna run over to you, Zell, and reach her hand up with magic in it and say, "Do you trust me?"
Zell raises an eyebrow as she's raised the shield. It appears as though your enemy is my enemy, so
She casts Fly on you.
Oh,
okay. When Zell feels that, she turns back to Saga and says, "Keep hold of Tag for me.
What?
Keep hold of Tag for me."
Greg.
Yes. How far am I away from this dragon combo?
I'm gonna say you were flying a little bit. We're gonna say like 20 feet. How many feet do we have here? 15 feet.
Is it within jumping distance for me?
I don't remember the jump rules. I think it's half your movement. So, yes?
It's based on strength modifier.
It's based on strength modifier? Yeah. I mean, I feel like you you can jump it, especially if you swing that chandelier a little bit.
Awesome.
plenty of
Yes, I'm
strength.
gonna start doing that actually. Just rocking back and forth and then hopping with my great axe out and swinging for this Fey type person.
Fabulous. Go for it. We love to see it.
Bye, music pot.
Oh no, music bot went away. Hang on, I will restart the fight. Music.
With my first hit, that is a 25.
Hang on. Did you get onto the? Sorry, I got distracted by music bot. Are you you're trying to get onto the dragon first? Yes.
Yes, as an attack with my
As an
axe.
attack. Oh, you're attacking the dragon specifically. Okay.
No, I'm trying to land on the dragon and swing the axe on.
I will give you. You have 2 attacks. One, you got to land on the dragon first, and with 25, you totally hit the dragon. That's totally fine. But don't do damage. Then swing again for either the dragon or the Eladrin.
I'm gonna go for Ladrin. I don't have beef with this dragon.
Dragon's fine.
It's a miss.
Alas, but you did very coolly land upon the dragon, which is rad.
I am now upon the dragon.
You are now upon the dragon.
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 Dragons.
Dragon.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
At the end of your turn, Greg, I think since you're right there in melee, he's gonna take a swipe at you. To be fair, I will say, y'all, he is also not rolling very well.
These things happen.
20. Does 20 hit you?
It
Greg?
does, yes.
Okay. You take 16 points of slashing reduced to 8. And
Why reduced to 8?
because you're raging, yes? You're still raging?
I am not. I have fell out of rage.
You are not raging. Okay, so you take 16 points of slashing damage
I take 16 points of slashing damage.
and 7 points of fire damage.
Oof. If I can get my damage window to appear. There we go. 23?
Yep.
Ow.
How you looking, bro?
How you looking?
I'm looking great. I'm just some minor scratches and singed ears, but all in all pretty good.
You're fine, huh? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Good to know.
You should never tell your DM anything.
Oh, you're a 5, are you?
Oh, you're fine, huh? Okay.
How do you convey information to your healer without telling the DM?
Impossible.
You say you're not looking good. Zell, you're up and you can fly.
Okay. Zell gives Tig a quick, rub over the neck, and then is going to fly up, spear in hand.
Go for it.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeehaw. Now, hold on. Nope, never mind. Doesn't work. Okay, I fly up, and now that I am in melee with this man, I'm going to swing with the spear a couple times.
Excellent.
Okay. That's 10,
That will not hit. I apologize.
and that's an 11. All right, good turn. I'm in melee with him.
I'm so sorry.
These things happen. Stop apologizing for dice. I swear to God.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Lucas.
Okay. Here we go again. Yeah, same deal. We're gonna try and stealth again. That's awful stealth. 11 didn't
No,
work.
he knows you're there.
And we're gonna chuck another javelin at him.
Yep.
Out. That's a 19.
That hits. Well, roll your bless.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. +4.
+4. You can't parry it. Go for
23.
it.
All right. I will throw a javelin. Wata! Yes. 6 damage. Does the rage work with that one? or
Sure
is it only
does.
melee?
Yeah, it does. Rage.
Okay. 8 damage then.
Excellent.
Hey, I hate him.
Okay.
It's about time one of us did.
Glint is gonna try to chomp upon. You. Greg, you're still up all up on him, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's gonna try to chomp upon you. Come on, Glint. I know you can hit something, buddy.
I'm gonna move over here as well, if that's all right.
He cannot hit anything. That is a 15 to hit. I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit you.
That doesn't hit.
This dragon was supposed to be scary. Alas.
It's just a baby dragon.
I mean,
He's
it's scary in the fact that I can't reach the dude because he's up there.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's all he really has to do.
Tavar.
Make sure Flower has 9 temp HP from entering the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Yep. All right. And for the sake of saving spell slots, we'll Sacred Flame Elion.
Okay. Dex.
Yep, 17.
He rolled a natural 17.
Okay. Greg, how you looking?
I'm alright.
You sure?
You don't need to
Okay.
worry yet.
Okay.
I promise.
I'm actually going to move again in front of Tig and move the AoE of Twilight so it encapsulates. Well, it might catch Zell on the edge. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. It is now Elliot's turn. He is in melee with 2 of you, so he's going to make swings on each of you.
Dobby.
It's going to be
It's on disadvantage on him
disadvantage. Thank you.
because he is now within
Because he
5
is
feet
now
of me.
within 5 feet of you, yes. So that is a 25 and a 26, unfortunately, Zell.
On me?
On you.
Or him?
On you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is me. That's fine.
17 points of slashing. And 6 points of fire. And disadvantage. He does not hit you, Greg, because of the disadvantage.
Excellent.
He is, however, because he is a sneaky little bastard, going to face step down from his dragon.
Oh, this mother...
I'm sorry. I built him for mobility.
It's okay, I'm a dragon rider now.
Yeah, he's not chomping on you, so yeah, pretty much. Saga.
Let me see. Okay, he's there now.
Yes,
Is he on the ground?
he is on the ground. He is behind this
Oh,
little
shit,
table.
I accidentally reloaded my screen. Let me look at if I'm willing to use a spell slot here.
Do
Yeah, this will be funny. And he's my last first level spell to cast Grease,
it. That
right where he's standing.
is indeed very funny. I agree. Dex. What's the
Yes,
DC?
Dex 15.
15. He rolled a natural 12. Let me check what his stats are. With my bazillion tabs. He has a +5 to Dex, so...
Okay, well, somebody throw some fire in there.
Okay. He got greased. He's got grease on him.
He's lubed up.
And now... Okay. Calm down, Ben.
I've never been
can't.
calm in my life.
You're wasting breath.
Flower. Flower's just gonna Eldritch Blast him twice. That doesn't hit. That's a 13. That is a natural 1. She did one good thing for y'all, you guys.
He's been trying, man.
She's been trying. Greg, Dragon Rider Greg.
Dragon Rider Greg. Okay. I am going to try something unorthodox. Would you say that this dragon has its mouth open?
I, what are you going for here, Greg?
I'm gonna do something weird to this
asked
dragon.
a simple question.
Well, he was trying to bite you at some point, so sure, the dragon's mouth can be open.
Okay. So I reached into my saddle pouch. I don't know. What do I have?
Whatever your
I
pouches
have
are.
some
Sure.
kind of.
Sure.
My loincloth. Wait, no, not my loincloth.
God.
Because the next part of the sentence is going to make that worse. Because,
Could it even?
hold on, I need to get through this.
What are you getting in your loincloth?
I am going to take my immovable rod
Oh my god. Okay.
Out of your
insert it
pants.
into the dragon's mouth
Ah.
and click the button,
I
locking it into place.
am
in the
so
dragon's mouth.
I am so enamored with this. Make me just a general. I guess it would be acrobatics. Roll me acrobatics. I'm gonna do it against the dragon's acrobatics.
That is a nat 20.
Oh my god!
It's about time.
Come on.
Glint's mouth. You're putting it just in the mouth, right? So his mouth
Yeah,
is
I'm
just.
jamming it in there as far as possible to keep the jaws open.
Jam your rod in his
man.
mouth.
Okay.
I bet you that feels like one of the popcorn kernels that got stuck in your
Dude,
teeth.
I've had a popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth for like a couple hours now, and I'm actually thinking of ending it.
Okay.
That's the only rational response to this.
Yep. Deeply rational as always, Pen. Okay. You have effectively neutralized both its bite attack and probably also its breath attack with any sort of efficiency. So immediately, so here's what happens. Immediately, this dragon, the immovable rod takes, and it springs open in his mouth, and he's and so he bucks and starts to like he's not having a good time in the air as he kind of tries to like get this thing kind of like a hairball, like a cat with a hairball, trying to get it out of his mouth, but he can't do that. So it becomes deeply difficult to keep your footing. So, like, roll me a dex save, please. You can use danger sense for this because I can't imagine you would not have seen this coming.
I don't think I need to. I rolled a nat 19, so 21.
Okay, you're fine. You managed to keep your footing, but you get the sense that this sort of movement is not going to stop.
Okay, what is the safest route to the ground? Is jumping...
That is
Actually, I am going to... Since Zell is in range, I am going to try to jump onto Zell's back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go for
I
it.
don't think she'd even notice.
Do I roll anything for that?
Sure. You can roll it like in a athletics.
Athletics.
Low DC.
7.
Okay. It was a low DC. It was not that low of a DC. You miss your mark, and you fall off of the dragon, and are on the ground, but you do take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
If you end your turn there, you immediately get okay, 7 temp HP.
Excellent. That is where I will end my turn.
Zell.
Okay. Let's see. He's down there.
Yes.
I'm up here. His dragon's up here.
His
How
dragon.
does the dragon look?
Dragon's having a real bad time.
Fucking.
Kill his dragon, make him suffer.
No, Zell wouldn't do that.
Oh. I guess she gets it.
Does the dragon look like it's on the verge of collapse?
No, the dragon looks mad, and I mean, like, it has a weird foreign object in its mouth that it can't get out of it. So like, it doesn't look like it's gonna like about to like faint or collapse or anything.
Okay. All right then. Zell will just fucking fly down to this guy. Yeah, she flies down to him.
Yep. I think I'm gonna, because the dragon has claws, but I'm gonna make that a disadvantage because it's pretty preoccupied right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you. You're fine.
Well, he made an attack against somebody else, so I get a bonus action attack for free.
Amazing.
But I'm going to swing with my spear.
Go for it.
Okay. A 12 to hit.
Nope.
There's a 27 to hit.
There you go. Can't parry
There's
that either.
1. 14 points of damage with that slash.
Okay.
Then bonus action attack.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you use crunchy crits?
Yep.
Okay, then he takes 19 points of slashing damage.
Zell, how would you like to make this annoying dick yield to you?
Yield.
When she gets in close and slashes him the first time, she raises the hewing spear up and sees that he is, like, she has him perfectly lined up. And she says, "You, after fighting like such a bitch for so long, this is the best you've got." And then she swings the haft around and just knocks him unconscious with the blunt end of the spear.
Okay.
What a waste of my fucking time.
That ends combat. Although, I will say, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Who?
You, Zell.
Okay, cool.
Zell, you get 8 temp HP.
All right, thank you. I'm at 21, so. Wisdom saving throw. Supposed to be good at these. That's a 4.
Okay. So here's what happens. You do knock him out. But you also notice that, like, as you're kind of trying to lecture him, his eyes are on his dragon, and he is clearly concerned. Like, as if, like, the next turn he would totally have just, like, run from your threatened area to, like, go help Clint. But he does kind of, like, before your spear connects with him, you feel the urge to, like, be truthful with this person take. And you hear him say, "That creature isn't real. Why?" And he falls unconscious.
What creature? You're fucking drag? Oh.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Said thank, right?
I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Zell's like poking the man, the back of the sphere.
Wake up, say more.
Meanwhile, the dragon is like, she flies down.
Horrific.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. She flies down next to Elian, and is just kind of generally like trying to. It's like a cat hanging up a hairball. She's not having a good, but she can't do it, and she's not having a good time.
Well, that's an immovable rod. It doesn't move.
It's not moving anywhere.
It's not moving. Nope, sure is not.
Are we out of initiative?
You are
order,
indeed
or
out
are
of.
we-
Yes, you are out of initiative. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay,
I love doing
Greg is
whatever I want.
gonna try to approach this dragon and kind of help it out now that we're out of combat.
As you are out of combat, you hear like you hear murmurs. I haven't been saying this because I haven't been paying as close enough attention as I should. But like there is a whole crowd kind of behind. There's been like, like you have been doing this for an audience,
Yeah.
and you hear this like roar of applause. Many fairies clapping their hands and kind of shaking their wings in their fairy dust, and Seneschal kind of comes down from her little podium and like looks tisks at Flower and goes, "Oh, so naughty, but highly entertaining." And she looks at all of you, and looks with like mild concern at the dragon and says, "What did you do to Glint here? Please fix it."
Okay.
I'd like to help. Greg. This is a dragon, but he was riding it, so Lucas is used to dealing with like horses. He has decent animal handling.
Go ahead
I
with-
would like to try and he's put his hands up. Whoa.
Are you trying to like calm? You're trying to calm it.
I'm trying to calm it, get it to settle down so he can get the rod out.
Yeah. I go ahead. I won't make it a disadvantage because, like, you're trying to help.
Yeah, I have proficiency.
Yeah, go for
but
it.
I rolled extremely low.
Oh no!
What is unusual here? Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. You're having
the
a dice this session.
first roll. Oh, for some reason, it's not sure. It was like a. It says 14, but the first one was like even lower than that. So lower than 14, probably. I think it was like a 12 or something.
I'm gonna say that you managed to sort of take the edge off a little bit, but it's still very. It's in rather a state.
I think
The Greg is gonna like yell out.
Get the dragon to calm down so I can remove it.
I'm trying.
I think at this point,
Or-
Tamar, with the thing that he said before he went unconscious, he'll be looking at Tig. Just kind of like curiously looking into Tig's eyes.
Tig looks back at you. Still seems normal.
All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna reach for it and try to reach the rod and click the button and dislodge it.
Make me a dex save or a dex. Yeah, a dex save with disadvantage.
That is a 9 plus 1d4.
Yes.
13?
Oh yeah, because you're blessed, but the bless will fade pretty soon because it only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
It lasts for a minute.
All right. You finally do get chomped upon by this dragon.
Out of
Okay.
battle.
Out of battle because it's upset.
Rightfully so, I think.
So you take 10 points of chomping damage.
Chomping damage.
But you do it so that its hands pretty much mangle your it cuts up your arm pretty much pretty well, but you do manage to get it out, and then and immediately there is a glimmer in its eye where there is a second where you're like, is it gonna breathe fire on us? And there's like a hard long moment, and then
I'm just staring back.
it flies back up into the rafters sulkily like a cat.
No.
I put the now slimy rod back into my
It
left
is
paw.
indeed, you are correct, it is very
What?
slimy.
Does this man like show any signs of coming back to conscience?
He's unconscious.
Okay, is he? That's
You knocked him out non-lethally. I mean, he seems fine. He seems like alive.
right. Does he look like? Okay. Does he look like he's stirring, or is he out cold?
I mean, you knocked him out with a crit, so I'm gonna say he's out cold.
Okay. Then Zell.
Just in case, I'm going to spare the dying him.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say just in case I end him completely.
Coup de grace.
Zell will turn and look at Tig. He's not talking about you, is he?
Tig stamps his foot on the ground.
Real enough to me.
Aye.
It looked pretty real.
We could always wake him up and ask him what the fuck he meant by that.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Pour a drink on his face or something.
Let's please do things civilly here. It was a good fight. You did very well. Obviously, you have earned the right to keep your weapons and use them wisely. However, it is not customary to immediately humiliate guests after you have won a fight.
Or just doing it the Exandrian way, I suppose.
Oh?
Normally I'd teabag him, but I'm trying to respect your culture.
And oh, that sounds fascinating. What does that mean?
He goes to the table, grabs a teabag, and slaps it on the guy's face.
I think it has no effect.
It's just like a small wet whap.
Seneschal blinks,
Alright.
and so it says, "And what purpose does this ritual serve?"
You're supposed to humiliate your loser, so everybody knows they're a little bitch.
Ah, well, we do things in a much more civilized manner here in the Feywild.
I thought you liked the prime material plane.
I do.
But
But
you gotta take the good with the bad, you know?
well, yes, but it doesn't mean that we have to be uncivilized.
That's just the way we are. I whap him again with the teabag.
Lucas is collecting his javelins.
All 40 of them.
She
Three.
she looks at you very curiously, Saga, and says, "And what part of the material plane are you from?"
The underside, I suppose.
Ah, yes, the darks and the depths. I've read about those.
Yeah, most people who visit the prime material plane aren't jumping at the opportunity to get really into it.
I hear that there are many mushrooms that grow there that seem not so interesting as those that we have here, but are interesting nonetheless.
Thanks, I'll take your half compliment.
As Zell is standing over the guy and looking at Tig, she's applying the restorative ointment to her arrow wounds. And she'll use just enough restorative ointment to give him like one
Like
hit
one
point.
hit point.
Just like a smear
Cool.
where she hit him with the blunt end.
Like
He-
Simba. Just
Heal one wound. He does come back to consciousness, groggy, but he does immediately stand.
You smell the oolong.
Mm, what is
You said my creature is not real. Explain yourself.
because
I would never say such a thing about a mount of yours.
well, because my mount is a dragon and yours is a polymorphed creature.
Prove it. I don't believe you.
Well, I don't believe you either. You lied to me about having made a deal.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I'm under your effect of truth, you nitwit. I didn't make a deal with anyone.
But you did. I see the thread of it.
Zell narrows her eyes and leans in close. Explain yourself.
At this point, Seneschal kind of inserts herself in between the two of you and says, Now, this is no way to treat a member of the Queen's Bride Guard. Elion has a rare gift for the truth. Elion kind of snorts. And Flower kind of comes up and says, Look, the man's cursed, okay? He was kind of shitty. Elion kind of like glares at her. And lied to a lot of people. And so the Fey Queen cursed him with the ability to only see what is true. And also, everyone has to tell the truth around him, mostly, unless they have a lot of willpower. So, if he says that you made a deal, he literally can't lie.
What deal did I make?
I mean, if you don't know, I don't know.
There's a lot about me I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. Tig kind of clambers over, noses your shoulder.
Both of you moving.
Yeah, I'm trying to move. It's not working. We're just going to pretend that Tig clambers over and noses your shoulder.
You just have to shift click.
I can't. This thing won't. I don't have a mouse, and this thing won't let me do it.
I see.
That's interesting. When you select Tig, it selects both. When you select Zell, it only selects Zell.
I don't get it.
Weird.
It's interesting.
They really are intertwined by fate.
You're polymorphed. Do you understand what I'm saying more than I thought you did?
He noses your. He kind of noses up under your chin. And licks your cheek.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
He noses you.
I don't understand.
He sniffs at your shirt as if looking for treats.
To this, Zell will chuckle and pull out some of the ration that she usually shares with him.
He eats it happily.
Still don't believe it. Fuck ever. I want out of this place.
Renly is a mindfuck, isn't it?
Just Zell shoves the spear into the saddle, right in his holster, and climbs aboard.
Okay.
Can we, before we get into another thing, because I saw the NPC move over to me, can we take a short break just for food?
We totally can. Absolutely. And I think we're not going to be able to get through everything that I planned today, so I feel like let's take a little break and do a little bit of cool down from this fight, and then we'll end the session there, and we'll get ready. I think it's probably going to be a 4-session game, so like with what I have from the next thing I want to do, I think will be everything.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, see y'all in like 15 minutes?
I mean, classic fucking world to build, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry to cut that. Did you have any more that you needed, Echo, from that scene, or was that a good
Zell's
place
basically done with all this bullshit. She is
Okay.
like, I want out.
I don't understand what's happening in this bullshit.
Yeah, whatever we're doing here, get it over with. I want to leave.
I'm just getting a hunger headache, so I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be back.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Good to be on the same page.
Yeah.
I am glad I succeeded in making the Feywild annoying.
I think
I'm so as frustrated as Zell sounds. I don't want you to think that's me because I'm having a good time.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I built a mystery for you.
I'm
What a
still
cool
so
fight.
impressed by the
What
fact
what
that
level was that dude?
Giant, like he a lot. He's
Yeah.
CR. He's like CR 12 or something.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
and
he's just playing with us.
What?
I opened a package that's meant for you. I'm sorry. I'll bring it in.
Oh, that's my thing.
Yeah, he's Let me look at it. I recognize that it was a lot, but also I'm like, y'all are min maxers, and there are more of you than there are of me.
What is this y'all business? I've never done an artificer. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Many of
I
y'all.
think the thing is that I don't even think it was that he's hard. It's just that we rolled really poorly.
There was
some
that.
really bad
There was that
rolls,
too.
yeah.
I anticipated it to be different.
I rolled like an 11 and like a 14 with advantage. And I was
Oh,
like,
he's 10. He's CR 10. I was also not playing him like totally optimally, but that was on purpose. He's
Yeah, he was
CR
playing
he's
with
CR 10, and it was a wormling. It wasn't a huge dragon. And that was a CR 3. So
I mean, you did say he was pulling his punches, and it made sense in the context of the fight as like a test of.
yeah, it kind of that was the idea, was that it kind of went from a test of worthiness, and then
Yeah.
he got pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the context of the fight, it makes sense for him to not go completely like murder
Fabulous.
on us.
And he still wasn't trying to murder you, like he was doing a job.
You got pretty close though.
It's not interesting unless there are stakes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. I'll see you at like 7:45.
7:45.
Or
Oh, for you.
Hang on, I'm in a weird time zone. Where are we?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, not.
We're back to
The couple
Okay.
of minutes. 7 minutes.
Yeah, like 10 minutes or so. Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and pet my dog.
I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome.
I think our dinner is ready as well, so after we're done with this, we'll have to go
Yep.
collect it.
Tag is polymorphed.
I have a theory.
Yes, I do too.
What is your theory?
That it's the person that we saw in the vision, or that it's Zell's baby.
I was also thinking it was like the Goliath. I did not consider the baby.
It's very childlike. It just wants
It's true.
to you, right? But I don't know if that's a symptom of being polymorphed for so long.
That's what I would assume, but who the fuck knows?
Animorphs rules.
You know who doesn't know? This guy.
No.
This guy.
I have returned.
Well,
So
Well, did not realize how unprepared for a flying enemy I was.
Yeah,
same.
apart from being the projectile, I didn't have much of a plan.
Yeah. I mean, that was good. That got us up there, at least some of us. I was trying to get some good javelin shots in, but that 20 plus AC with parry was
23?
It was 23 with
23
parry.
was
20.
the-
It was
yeah.
22. It was 22, I think. 22, 23, something like that. But he could only do that once because it was a reaction.
I did get some good hits in, though. I got a one hit before he was off the ground. And then I got a little javelin poke in.
Boop. Just a little boop.
Yeah, probably good that you got away. If I had made too many more sneak attack hits on it, I think it would have been over pretty quick. Oh, it's raining.
Nice.
And some stats.
Yeah, the rain's finally coming back.
Yeah, Miss Rain.
Yeah, my lawn is starting to regrow from the barren brown wasteland that it was. Because I don't water it during the summer. That's a huge waste.
True.
It just grows back.
If I ever get a house, I'm gonna get one of those wild lawn things.
Yeah.
where it's all native plants
Yeah.
and not just a green lawn.
Yeah, I only have a backyard really. I don't have a front yard like at all, so I don't have to worry about the front. But the previous homeowner made it's like a park in the backyard, just all grass. Goes way back, but we want to put in maybe moss, like a type of moss, which takes a long time to grow, but it's easier.
That sounds
or
lovely, though.
Clover and wildflowers
Clover.
in certain areas to kind of get rid of all this grass.
That sounds excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, having a lawn, first of all, sounds amazing.
My dog.
Yeah, imagine having a lawn all to yourself.
I have jerky.
Imagine
not
having
quite a
jerky
lawn.
all to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not anything that happens in the Bay Area. You don't own houses here. You own debt.
Yep.
Hey, I'm not even in the
Dude.
Bay Area, and I own debt. Don't worry about it.
That's just California in general.
Don't worry, I have debt. I'm living in Seattle. It's not much different, dude. It's pretty much identical now, I think.
I think everybody in the United States has debt right now.
Yeah.
Sure do. Oh, yeah. Well,
Speaking of debt, Echo, please help me.
I'm in debt. Help
I
me.
keep forgetting to remind you, you had to help me with my student loans.
Oh yes.
It is coming. Like a storm, it's a coming.
Oh, you probably haven't had to pay him for a while, huh?
I haven't, and it's my payments start up on the 19th, and I want to defer them because I certainly don't make enough to afford $300 a month on student loan.
Oh, yeah. That's expensive.
Sure is.
Imagine having to pay for your education.
Fuck you. I didn't choose to be born here.
Sorry.
So are we.
All right, y'all. Are we ready to do a little wrap up? A little wrap up here.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Ready.
we've made some potential discoveries, if we believe certain NPCs. And meanwhile, Tavar, this graceful, kind of dusky-skinned elf is approaching you and is kind of watching you curiously. She holds herself very, like, she's got this sort of, like, gracefulness and ease of movement. And as she approaches you, that same little shiver that you felt before at the back of your neck kind of creeps over your skin.
Does this one feel different?
It feels pretty similar.
They'll just kind of, as he's kind of taking a break from this fight and recharging, looking at Tig, seeing your approach, he'll kind of like side-eye her as she approaches. And then when she gets her right next to him, like, it's apparent that she's looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
He'll kind of half turn. Can I help you?
You walk in dusklight, rare for those in these parts.
I walk in the twilight of the Moonweaver. Is that what's... sorry, if that's what you mean.
It is. Always good to see a follower. She holds a hand out, and in it is a very pretty and very appetizing looking, you know what a date looks like?
Mm-hmm.
It is like a handful of little chopped dates with little like sugar cubes, like little kind of like sugar encrusted dates, like a snack. She holds out to you.
Sorry, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm just kidding.
Watching my figure.
He'll just kind of eye them. What are these for?
It's rare to see a follower. I'm Vesper.
Against his better judgment, and just because he's curious, he's going to take one.
Okay. You are now until
Married. Sorry.
It's all good.
until
I made the joke too.
That's okay.
Couldn't resist.
You are now until you long rest under the effects of a bless spell.
He's gonna, before he actually, he didn't actually eat it.
Mhm.
Does he have to eat it?
Yeah, he would have to eat it. I'm sorry, that's what I thought you had done.
Okay, no, he just takes one and kind of eyes the date and then eyes her. He's gonna insight check
Sure,
her intentions
go ahead.
before he eats it.
That sounded like something I would say, Echo. What the fuck?
What? You can't be the only one.
I can't
Oh, okay. That I thought that was a 1, but it's a 7. So for 15.
She seems pretty trustworthy to you.
His suspicions his suspicious face just kind of relaxes a little bit, and then he'll take a bite.
Okay. The date is delicious. And you do not have disadvantage on charm saves from eating any of the food here. And in addition, you feel a little prickle of magic. And you can tell that you've been blessed.
Okay. So how do you know the Moonweaver?
We're close. She wanders from time to time in the Fey realm. Have you
And you've seen her yourself?
Many times. She doesn't often stay here where there is so much sun. But one must be adventurous.
I'll nod understandingly.
Have you seen...
Now look around.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're looking around. What are you doing?
Look around the room. I'm sorry. I've never been here before. So, the social structure is a little strange. But who are you to these people, and what are they to you?
A good question. I ask myself that often. I am, for now, a guest in this house, as you are. And what is your business here in the Fey realm?
I look to Zell
What?
and everybody else. But
I don't fucking know. Look at me. I'm trying to leave.
currently it's trying to make our way back home.
So you don't have anything particular you're here to do?
I'll pause for a moment. My companions have precedent for what I want.
That's very generous of you, Cleric of She9. There is nothing that you want.
I'll kind of avert his gaze a little bit. There is something I want. But I'm unsure if I can get it here.
You see her reach out, and she doesn't touch you. But it seems as if, and I'm sorry that I don't have a splash screen for this, I didn't think about it. But the ballroom fades around you. and you are cloaked in a stronger version of the Twilight Sanctuary that you're so used to casting for your allies. And it's so similar, but it's so much bigger, and the power of it feels so much stronger that it's disorienting for a second. And you can make me a perception check if you want.
Sure. Natural 20 for
Natural
28.
20. Okay. You see a couple of things. One thing, it looks huge. It looks kind of like it's almost like you're kind of it's almost like you're outside again. Like it feels almost like you're in an open field, but you see immediately that it's very much like the kind of dim light that happens when you create your Twilight Sanctuary. It's like a bubble. She's essentially put you in a bubble, and it feels like it's a very big bubble, but in fact, you see the edges of the party kind of moving around you. And you're unsure like what the rest of your party can kind of see inside, but you can't really, the noise kind of muffles. So you know that you're still in the same place, but it really doesn't feel like you are. The other thing you notice is that the same symbol that is on your holy symbol matches her earrings.
Okay, but do I suspect that this might be another form of the Moonweavers?
That is up to you.
Well, I would like to see if I can notice any illusions about
Sure.
her.
Okay. Like an insight kind of thing. What are you thinking about?
Well, I would prefer insight, but if investigation is
You
something
can do insight.
Okay. 16.
16 is not high enough to
I
notice
figured.
any particular illusions, but your suspicions are up to you.
So, Vesper, I assume this is a private sanctuary.
It is.
He nods. I keep having dreams. The same dream. With slight modifications every now and then.
Dreams of darkness.
He nods.
I know of your dreams, Tavarnan Seal. There is a darkness here, a corruption in this court, in this house. I can't do anything about it myself. It's against the rules. But you can, as my champion. And if you do, I can ease your dreams in return.
He'll bow his head. Of course. What do you wish me to do?
Find the source of the corruption and stamp it out.
He bows a little lower in response. be done.
Thank you. You will find perhaps not always ease, but the truth of an illusion is that there is some cleverness behind it. And the truth will be soon revealed to you. I promise this much. What you do with that truth is up to you.
He stands up straighter and looks back into her eyes. And he nods slightly. Thank you.
Vesper tips the dates into your hand and snaps her fingers, and the sanctuary dissipates. And she gives you a little wink, and she goes back into the crowd.
How many dates?
5.
Okay. He'll put them into a little pouch, and he'll return to his group. I don't know what they're doing at this point. What are you guys doing?
I mean, Lucas has got part of an arrow stuck inside of him.
Priorities.
This fucking healer's taking forever.
Oh shit! All right. Let me see that. I have 1 third level and 1 first level left.
I mean, I'm not like really hurting, but if you've got some healing to spare, that's cool. But I'm just more.
All right. What we'll
more
do?
for flavor, like ouch.
How is everybody looking though? Like as he looks at everybody over, or is everybody hurt or half health? Half health.
I was sitting behind Zell, so they didn't even notice me.
Right. Okay.
I was much lower, but I spent a bunch of my restorative ointment because you took fucking forever.
I'm
Trying to
above
be
half health,
conservative.
especially with the temp HP that I
All
saw.
right. Well, enough of you are hurt enough to where I will cast Aura of Vitality. So 10 rounds of healing, 2d6. The first 4 will go to Greg. I'll just keep rolling this.
Yeah, just keep you go ahead and keep going with it. It's all good.
Yeah. 12 to Zell.
Thank you kindly.
7 to Greg.
Thank you, man.
8 to Lucas.
Okay.
6 to Lucas. How are we looking now? That's 6
You're giving
rolls.
me another 6 on top of the 8?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That'll put me almost at complete full. Just like one health point below.
Oh, okay. Then this 2d6. 5 to Greg again.
Much appreciated, so.
4 to Zell.
Thank you.
How many times can I do this again? 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more rounds. That's just 1d6. Gotta roll 2 of them. Okay, another 5 to Greg. Another 9 to Zell. And
Appreciate
last
you.
one, going to 11 to Greg.
Back to full.
And that's all the healing that I got for that. That comes over the next minute.
Yeah. The arrow pushes out like Wolverine.
And I have 1 first level spell slot.
Okay.
But I do have Spare the Dying, so if anybody goes down, like, yeah.
Okay. It is just as you finish your healing that there is a small chatter from kind of the side of the room, and kind of like down, kind of down here by where the entrance is, where you entered. And there's some whisperings and some mutterings, and you hear around you people kind of flocking to the door. And even Seneschal, of course, is like really excited because, Titania maybe is coming. And so she bustles down and is kind of like a little bit less graceful, kind of like elbows someone to try to like get through.
Body check some child.
Yeah.
That's such a funny image in my head.
I'm just picturing a mean girl, just
Yeah,
full
too.
on.
You are
Me too.
correct.
She looks all pretty, and she's just like acting like a animal.
That is the vibe. That is indeed the vibe. Everyone's excited. What you doing?
I'm gonna loudly proclaim, "Stop trying to make fetch happen."
Are y'all staying where you are, or are you gonna go look?
No,
Definitely.
well, Lucas is gonna head down that way.
I'm going wherever Zell goes.
Yeah,
No,
he'll say to Tavar, "Go with the flow."
I'll go with them.
Oh,
Stay
all right.
behind
Greg will hop onto a table to get a better vantage point, being 4 feet tall.
Flower is hanging back conspicuously. And you see a beautiful woman in a long hood enter the room. And Seneschal, you can see from the look on Seneschal's face immediately, it's like, oh, this is not. And also, you literally scryed on Queen Titania, so you know that it's not her.
Nah.
And Seneschal kind of like covers a wince and kind of gives this deep little curtsy and says, "Oh, godmother, how lovely of you to join us." And as she approaches Zell, you feel the reverberation of that banjo plucked string buzz of a deal having been made as she enters the room. And that, I think, is where we should end this session.
Done.
I'm just imagining the sloth now. That sloth.
The belt.
Yeah, belt.
Good job, guys.
Yay!
Thank
We
you.
kicked some guys' butt.
You kicked some guy's butt.
And he was sassy about it too. He's like, "You could stop. You can relent." And we're like, "No, fuck you."
LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, he called it
To be
way too
fair,
early.
He is kind of a dick, you know. He
He's
probably
kind of-
deserves it.
He's kind of a dick.
to be fair, it was a lot of missing.
Yeah, but we still got him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It also was like 5 against 1. So,
Yeah.
He had a dragon.
he also had a dragon. It's true. The dragon could not hit.
A dragon is at least 4.
The dragon couldn't hit. The dragon, hilariously, is challenge rating 3. I, didn't.
We have an elk.
So I have never regretted not taking a magic weapon. So
Tiger
Barry?
can't fly, to be fair.
Is Barry still stuck to the ceiling?
Oh shit.
Oh, his
At some point, Saga's gonna wait beneath where Barry is stuck with
A bucket.
a bucket waiting for him to slowly peel off the
Oh,
ceiling.
God,
And she's
this
like,
sounds-
Someone have
Come on,
mage
buddy.
hand, just scrape him off.
This
I
sounds
gotcha.
horrifying. This sounds horrifying in many ways. Just horrifying.
Well, does Zell still have flying? She can just go up there.
Oh yeah, can you scrape Barry into this bucket, please?
Also, I had a theory when we first started this about Tig.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I have theories too.
thanks for sharing. We talked a little bit about it, I think, while you were
Yeah.
still away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
figured.
All right, y'all. You want to
I
do
was hoping.
I hope that your theory is correct because it means that tension has been appropriately built and clues have been appropriately laid.
Mm.
All right,
So
y'all.
I don't know if you heard us debating the identity of
I did not.
Tig
I did
earlier.
not. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and listen because I was out of the room.
Nobody say anything. We'll just have to listen.
I was not here either, so.
I have
Okay,
two
well,
theories.
I have one theory.
I have 1.5.
I have 3.5 men.
Okay.
Sounds like a good Sunday night.
Are we ready to do an RP vote?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, Greg, you are first. Asenji, you are first on my screen.
All right. Lots of great moments. I'm gonna have to give it to Saga or Pen for just making me fold over backwards in laughter, having to mute my mic mid-fight for the berry shenanigans and the no ranged attacks, and then finding a crossbow in your backpack.
I'm really good
That
at
was
playing
very-
D&D, guys.
It was very, very satisfying. So that's my vote.
Well, thank you.
Excellent. I agree. It was very fucking funny. All the berry stuff, like I didn't really mean to make your cute pet become sad, but now that it's sad, it's so much better.
It's extra funny.
It's
He
extra
asked
funny.
for it in the tunnel.
I did ask for it. I was making a joke and
you-
then suddenly trauma
You literally
in the tunnel.
You literally asked for this.
I was half expecting you for, like, when you launched Barry, for all of everybody else just to turn at you. Just look at you. Just like, really?
Yeah. I'm a monster.
Okay, Gannon.
Okay, so I guess for funny, something that made me really laugh and I thought was cool as well. The phrasing of pulling my immovable rod out of my loincloth and then using it to
Jam it in its mouth.
yeah, to stop the dragon from biting you any further.
It was a very smart
I
idea.
I really liked that.
It was a very smart idea. I'm so impressed by that idea. That was awesome.
Yeah, and your accidental phrasing that made you lose it for a minute was pretty.
Well, thank you.
Agree. Excellent. Fabulous work.
Mhm.
Pen.
Yo, I'm gonna give it to Gannon for. I liked the first conversation Lucas had with Tavar about seeing his son for the first time, and I know Emily, you put that pie on the table, but Lucas's very appropriate reaction to immediately drink was just great.
It
I
was
liked
very good. I like
Yeah.
that. A+. Very good.
You had something to take the edge off.
Mhm. I have very complicated daddy issues, and I project them onto my characters, and I like seeing them in game as well.
Class. Class?
I'm gonna say my point goes to Zell for the end of the fight. Just the knocking out blow and just calling him a bitch.
Teabagging.
Because
Yes, the teabagging.
that bitch was well deserved.
How does the oolong taste? Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Poor Zell. She's so frustrated.
She was so annoyed. This
The
whole
Feywild have
experience.
not been kind to Zell.
No.
Echo.
My vote's going to Lucas for the fucking blow for the like it was pretty early, but like the breakdown where he's like grabs Tavar and he's like, "Fuck, dude."
Yeah.
I liked that a lot, and it was very much an in character moment, and he like really, it kind of spells out this guy's just a fucking regular guy.
You're just a guy. You guys.
Shit situation.
Yep.
Thank you.
He's just
I
a
liked it.
guy.
That's what I was trying to get across.
You did it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Gannon, you got the player inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah.
I already have one, but I'll save it. For
Now you
later.
have two. Stop
two.
being so good.
I suppose I could have used it to hit one of those javelins, huh?
Give some of us some shit.
Yeah.
You have tokens of
I'll
Fey
give
Bargain
'em
that you have not used. Come
We're
on.
supposed to save them, aren't we?
You can save them, but I'm trying to get you to use them because I don't
No,
want
this
you
is
to.
this is gonna be like Baldur's Gate 3, where you save all the scrolls and all the
Yeah.
potions and
And all the
everything, and you never
End
use
the game
them.
and you never use them.
I didn't come here to be attacked today.
All right, y'all. I had a great time per usual.
Me
I am
too.
very. Are we good for next
Lots.
Saturday? Theoretically finish this
Yeah.
thing off.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Cool. I will see y'all then.
See you
Thanks
then.
for running,
See
Emily.
you next week.